We're live.
Wow. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey,
Good.
no, I have a rant to go over when more people arrive. I have a rant this morning. It's a patented rant.
Wherefore this rant different from every other rant?
It's anyone who uses Instagram. It's an Instagram rant.
I use this.
Uh-oh.
You mean how they
And
changed it?
no one's talking about this change of their thing.
They're designed so everything's different.
No, Instagram made a major thing that they did not tell anyone, really publicize. And
What
I
is it?
don't understand why they made this decision.
Do they publicize anything? I mean, really?
I don't know, but Instagram decided that you're only allowed 3 hashtags per post.
Uh-uh.
I
don't
don't
think
know
that's
where
true.
that came.
I don't think that's true.
It is. Okay, watch Mazzy right now. He's going to make an Instagram post of him wearing that shirt for 14 days straight. I'm going to talk. But Instagram's new thing is 3 hashtags per post. And, I'm not like Mazzy when people make negative comments on my social media. But one dude, because on my Instagram is mostly albums I find and I post, and I try to hashtag like all the musicians on each album. And one dude once called me out for virtue signaling by making so many hashtags. And then that guy's account is him lifting weights. It's like, what? You're coming after me and you're just showing yourself lifting weights. So now I'm gonna have to ban you if you do more than 3 hashtags, Chris.
Hold on a second. Okay,
it's 3 hashtags.
I just made one on a video I did last night. I added 1, 2, 3, 4 hashtags and it worked.
Well,
I added record store day. I did RSD, record store day, vinyl records, and vinyl community, and it worked. I mean,
I'm telling you. All right, let me do this.
Maybe because you have to have 40,000 subscribers before you can do 4
Maybe
hashtags.
How many
is the cool people?
How many do you have? How many do you have on?
Oh, I don't on you mean on Instagram?
Yeah.
Let me see. Actually, I don't even know. Seriously, 6,300.
I have like over 2,000, so I'm gonna delete this. But let's go next.
I just like to see Mike because I haven't seen him. Are you off this week from work because it's the holiday?
Yeah.
That's advertising. Advertising is the greatest thing at the holidays. You get like Christmas, New Year's off usually, right?
Sometimes it depends.
Except there's one fucker that used to call. Oh, we need this thing. We have to bill it out by the end of the year. We have to do a photo shoot. We'll pay you now. You can shoot it in January. We've had that.
We're going.
All right, look. All right, hold on.
Well, then,
it's
like you know what? Okay, maybe it's because I have
because you're Mazzy,
the business account. Maybe
you have a business Instagram.
Well, it's not a. It's like a what do they call it on Instagram? There's a thing.
Wow, Rob, you have the wrong Instagram all these years. Unbelievable.
Because I'm a professional.
It's because I'm record collector news adjacent.
Hey, can I make a request, Rob? Since this is your show, can I have at least 5 minutes today with Mike to talk about Frank Sinatra?
Why?
Because I want to talk to Mike because he's the expert. Oh, he hasn't even listened to it yet.
No, I haven't opened it.
That's the box. That's the archival sounding box, right?
Yes. Yeah. But I will say, I also got this, Mike.
Okay.
CD.
Nice.
This is the last disc of that, the Christmas stuff. And it's actually a really good Christmas listen. It is old and it's a radio show. I love this.
Yeah, when I looked at the box, that's what I was most excited for since it's the season. I was like, this will be cool to check out. So,
I
like
do a
the
spot-on Sinatra impersonation.
okay, go
Spot
on.
on. Well, no, I'm just saying that I do. Well, I do Sinatra bringing up a hairball. I imitate that.
I actually can do a
Let's
Sinatra.
see it.
It's the good life. Full of fun. Seems to be the.
Hey, Mike, will you come on the show
Mike.
with three of
That
us?
is,
You have to
Jim,
be
that is
totally
actually
Jewish.
really good.
It's
What's
the
that,
good
Magic?
life.
When you come on a show like this with three of us, you have to be a little Jewish. So,
Well, what I wanted
And I'm a
to ask,
Sinatra fan. I love Frank. I have all the
Well,
capital
before you go,
letters.
Mike, I want to do my impression of Sinatra after he heard Jim's impression of Sinatra. Okay?
Mhm.
No, it would
And
have
the guy
been.
comes out and murders you.
Yeah, someone would have to hurt me. I would get hurt behind that.
I'm sure you guys have spoke about this, but what are your top picks for Record Store Day?
Well, we're going to do that on Thursday.
Thursday?
Wow.
Okay.
well,
But-
you're here today. Okay, I made a video of things I got already. The things I didn't get that I'm interested in are the Miles plug nickel. It's a 2 sampler or whatever comp.
Yep.
Love box, and that's not a box of condoms. That's the band Love on Elektra Records.
But does it include con?
The first 4 or 5 Elektra records.
I think it's
Oh.
5.
No
Okay,
condom.
5. Okay, I'm the first ones anyway. All the Elektra records basically, except the greatest hits or the whatever comp. What was the other one? Oh, Sun Volt's first album that is kind of expensive now, even the reissue. So Sun Volt came out the same year of Wilco. In terms of the jazz stuff, I got obviously the Zev stuff. You know what I like, and Rob won't like it, and it's not an audiophile masterpiece by any stretch, there's a Lester Young single disc. It's, what is it? The early 50s, I guess, or is it 40s? I'm thinking, but it's obviously, I guess, from transcriptions or something. It's on Liberation Hall.
Okay.
It just was a really great listen. Obviously it's a radio show or something, but I think it's a radio show live. But I love Lester Young, so
Yeah.
that was one of my favorite listens of him. And in terms of Zev stuff, the two
Is it
favorites.
this one?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that. You have to. You appreciate that music. That's the kind of jazz Wax can't handle because it's got. It's not quite like that.
Well,
Well, it's
I listen to my jazz on my setup. I want a nice experience. I don't want to go, I struggle to listen.
Well, it's like Mike would know this. It's like listening to a Ben Webster or a Charlie Parker or those kind of.
I don't know about Charlie Parker, but Ben Webster was able to record in the
Some nice stuff.
60s.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, no, I understand. I understand.
Good recordings.
Yeah, I understand. But I really like the in terms of the other jazz stuff. Surprisingly enough, I really liked the Bill Evans single disc at the Penthouse. Any of the Penthouse recordings I think are really good.
Those are well
And
done.
also the Yusef Lateef from the Penthouse I really liked.
It's not from the Penthouse. It's another, I think, a Dutch recording.
Right. It's Sweden. It's Sweden. I'm sorry. But that's a good sounding record.
And I can tell you this, I guess to Zev's credit, my issue with all these Record Store Day releases is there was no way to hear some audio of it.
Right.
But I have Apple Music. They did put one selection from each of these releases on there. The Yusef Lateef, what I heard sounded really good. The Bill Evans, what I heard sounded really good.
The other one that's great, that's not jazz, that Bad Brains record is really good. If you like the Bad Brains, punk album.
It's a good recording.
It's a good recording. And so it leaves me, it kind of is exciting then to, he has access theoretically to all those tapes if he can get the license from the bands. Because obviously you can't just put it out if the band doesn't give him permission. So there's a potential of a lot of live punk-ish recordings. Was that Club and Only Punk Club, Rob?
No. It was a rock club.
Okay, well, there's potentially a lot of great stuff from there.
There was another club called the Cellar Door. I think there's a live Neil Young recording there. There's a live Miles Davis recording at the Cellar.
Well, he won't be able to do those.
But the Bayou, they were the 930 Club, the Bayou, the Cellar Door. They were all these smaller clubs where bands played.
I got one other thing to show before you guys jump in. I have not compared this because I do have the double 45, which is one of my favorite. If I have to listen to double 45, but I bought this because it finally came out on 33, the Illinois Jaquette. This is really good, but I haven't done a A/B shout out. So I highly recommend this record, especially there's that wonderful noir version.
I have that record. Really good.
That great version of what's it called? Harlem Nocturne on here. It's so good. So.
If anyone doesn't know, I think You Discover yesterday started a 30% off sale. There are some that don't qualify. There's also Verve has a sale. Everyone's doing a sale now. But I have a Japanese pressing of that. And that's a really good record.
This is excellent. So, I mean, I don't think I'm not even sure if the 45 is still in print from Analog Productions, but now that the Verve, that to me, that's obsolete. That may have we'll see. Even if that's better to me, having
here, you know what? And this is a good discussion topic. A lot of people want covers like that with the pictures inside. The AP45 that Chad originally did, the covers were not good. They were thick, so 2 albums could fit inside. Right. So they're not like that. So
this is not. Who did? Is this Matt Luthans or who does these? Do you remember?
Ryan Smith, maybe.
Is it Ryan Smith?
I don't know. It should be on that hype sticker on the cut.
It's not. It doesn't say on the hype sticker. It just says top mastering engineers.
That's a mono, right?
I guess it is because it didn't say stereo. Yeah, it must be. Doesn't say. It is. Wow. I hate when
Okay, Mazzy's distracted for about 30 minutes. We'll get back.
We lost Jim.
MCL.
Well, hold on. You haven't met the chair. Mike, chair.
It says TML, then MCL.
How do you do?
That's the
mastering lab. That'd be Matt Luthans.
It's Luthans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a mastering.
Hey, well, before Mazzy goes, right? I picked this up yesterday, Mike, and I thought you might have an original of it.
Oh, I do not. No, I don't have an original.
So this is the only album this dude did. I don't know how many recordings he was even a sideman on. This Rocky Boy, and it was reissued by Muse as a Kenny Dorham record.
Right.
This is outstanding. But this. So here's a question for you, Mike, because you're more read on this stuff.
Okay.
I think it was released as a mono, and then it came out as a stereo.
Yeah.
So was it done a lot that they recorded both, but then let's just release the mono and then the stereo tape existed?
Well, a lot of times they recorded stereo and then released only in mono. So,
right, that's what I just asked you. So
yeah, but they didn't record both. It was dedicated stereo, just one stereo, two channel.
And they folded it down.
And then for 1957, say it came out. What year is that? Does it have the year on that?
It's 61, maybe, I think.
Oh, wow. Okay. But yeah, they did that for a number of labels. I mean, Blue Note did that too. But the entire Mode catalog, or nearly all of it, was recorded in stereo, but all of it was released in mono.
Originally on Jazz Time. Who's Jazz Time? This is a really good record. I mean, it's a killer lineup on this.
Yeah.
And it's kind of has touches of modal sounding for early.
I know originals that are really expensive.
Yeah.
I did get an email apology from Sam Records, a really nice note saying, I'm sorry for the delay. Your order is on the way. I ordered the Donald Byrd.
Yeah.
So Donald Byrd should be
Yeah,
here by
this
next week.
corner, Illinois Jacket.
Pardon
Is
me?
yours is mono, right?
I think so. You know, it must be. It doesn't say stereo, so it must be. Yeah.
Mine's 2010 speakers corner.
It says a panoramic true hi-fi.
Yeah,
So I'm sure it's mono.
It's mono. It's mono.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is yours mono too?
Yep.
I mean, did they ever cut this in stereo? Maybe they didn't.
I don't know.
No,
Maybe not.
no. It was recorded in 56, so there's probably only a mono tape.
Right. So this is basically pre-Beatles.
Oh yeah.
I'm just.
You don't have to crowbar in the.
I just
Beatles.
wanted to say that.
There's the Beatles benchmark that we.
There
have
wasn't
to
one of these cuts should have been on the anthology, and the Beatles' new anthology for.
So how does this relate to the
Year I
Beatles?
was born, baby.
Hey, did you see? I didn't read the article, but Tremors article about the Beatles anthology.
But he updated it after a while.
Well, I clicked on it, and initially it took me to nothing. It said nothing exists.
Yeah,
but he
gave
did
it an 8
a
and an
title like, it's not for Beatles fans. Or
Yeah,
something
he did
like
a few changes after the first press of it. So I think a few people, I'm just guessing, I don't know this for sure, probably emailed him or made comments about some errors, and he changed it. But you know, it's fair. It's a fair review. Yeah, I mean, it's
Hey, it was released with the same title, Ease It, on Muse, and it's Kenny Dorham sitting on a park bench.
dun 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 dun. Did you get that joke?
No, horrible.
Kenny Dorham sitting on a park bench. Dun, dun, dun.
Wow, that was a hell of a read.
wrong.
Also, your da was spot on.
Hey, Jerome, the Jimmy Cliff passed away yesterday.
Again?
He passed away yesterday. Didn't
Okay, I have something out. I have something out for delivery today from Europe, from Great Britain.
he? I can't wait to see what happens.
So the Sam stuff wouldn't be coming from Great Britain. I wonder what that is then.
I ordered mine from the Ingroove, so I don't know when it's coming.
Yeah.
Rob, what are your top jazz picks or pick for Record Store Day, if you have any?
You know, I haven't even mapped out that's part of the reason on Thursday's show where I'm going to go over the list and think about, because I haven't even decided what I'm doing, how I'm going about it. But now this is going off of memory. If I see the Bill Evans, I might grab that. If I see it, I forget the title. There's a Private Press jazz record that's coming out, but on that label that I'm sure it'll be available after the fact. I think I'm gonna mainly try and grab the Strata East.
Okay.
Bill
Also,
record.
I was chatting with Dave, local bandography,
Yeah,
and he reminded me of that Charlie Hayden one. Remember that one?
yeah, but you actually, I think
know.
this is what you pointed out.
I'd be curious.
It's like over an hour on one disc.
Right, but I'd be curious to double check that that's correct in terms of that it is a single disc. I don't know. That seems like a really cool session.
Well, you can see the price.
What's the session? What is this?
It's a live recording on a company, a record label who still exists and really doesn't flex their jazz catalog, and that's Delmark. Delmark releases like current blues artists. I think they really heavily concentrate on blues. They really don't, because they let Sam reissue the Sun Ra records. You know, they really don't flex their jazz stuff.
The guy, you know, he's.
Have you heard this? Anybody heard this recording, or is it?
No, I think it's solo bass, and it's at this Jazz Record Mart, which Dave was saying is like a really famous record store, and that it's like a totally appropriate venue for like a Charlie Hayden performance. So it seems like it could be really cool.
Is it him solo? Who's with him, or is it solo?
Dave said it was solo. Yeah, here, hold on, let me pull it up. So here it says, let me make this a little bigger. So Dave said it was solo. This title, unreleased music, solo based, supervised by his son, recorded at the legendary Jazz Record Mart in Chicago. Personal
What year
friend
is
of
it
Charlie.
recorded?
This would be. Does it say on here? I'm not
So
sure what year it is.
so it's
He
the
looks
son,
young.
Noah Hayden triplets.
Hmm?
The Hayden
Calm down.
triplets.
There's only 1,000
Wow.
being made.
Hmm.
That looks like him in the 70s. So I'm gonna go with that.
Okay.
Well, Mike, is there anything on the list that you want? Let's turn this question right back at you. Slap back, baby.
Well, that Charlie Hayden's the one that I think could be really cool, but I am concerned if it's a single disc and it's an hour long that the
I'm
quality
gonna
isn't
go out
gonna
on a
be-
limb, Mike, that if you wait, that thing will drop in price and you can get it for
Probably.
$20.
But how much? We don't know how much it is. You go to Bull Moose. Bull Moose has the prices for everything. Think about this though. A bass solo thing can be totally fine at 60 minutes. You don't have all the dynamics and all the musician and everything else. And I got a punk record recently. Is it which one was it? I forgot. The reissue of some album that's 50 minutes, 50 or 52, and it sounds excellent the entire time. So depending on the record, if it's cut well, if they take care with it, I mean, it's not ideal necessarily,
Mhm.
but I would think a solo bass thing,
Could work. Yeah.
But
that's it. The other one would be the Mike and Phoebe title on Strata East. What is it called?
It's the Bill Lee one. I forget what it's called, but based on the exclusive Pharoah Sanders from last Record Store Day coming out as a regular one, and people were getting over $100 for that.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my deal. I don't know if I'm going to get up early and go wait in a line somewhere. I don't think I'm doing that.
if you had friends like we do in Seattle, you would.
So this is the descendants of Mike and Phoebe.
Bill Lee is Spike Lee's dad.
The only way I would do it is if it was as cold and drizzly as it is in Seattle.
Well, actually, there's a chance it's going to be cold. For LA, it'll be cold.
It'll be about 42 degrees in Seattle and probably a little bit of rain.
But I don't think I'm going to, but I could change. I really haven't formulated a plan. So what I like to do is Record Safari is doing 25% off everything in the store. And what they like to do is hoard. I think he said he's putting up 75 wall records. 75 wall records. That excludes the bin records he puts out too. So he could have like a 500 to 1,000 records out on the floor for a record store.
Why don't you make a date with Vinyl Piper and start dating?
Okay, so most of he put out he did a preview of stuff he's putting out, and there was like 1 or 2 jazz records. So I might go there after the fact, maybe. Then there's places, Record Store Day, record stores to go to, like Canterbury, which is not usually a good record store, but for Record Store Day, they pretty much have everything there. That's a place. Amoeba. I could go to Amoeba. So I plan to hit maybe 5 or 6 record stores on that day. I just don't know where I'm going to start at. Here, you're always welcome to come up, Captain Phoenix. But
the Bill Evans is very good, and Latif is I listened to them.
But they'll be. I picked up.
I'm sure you'll be able to get the Latif.
All the
you'll
Zev
be able to get
titles,
those later.
Yeah, but here's the thing: all these Zev titles, they're usually available after the fact, and they're lower in price. They're not the list price.
Kimbo, Texas. We have a little text thread with Kimbo and Joey. I said, "So, what time are we meeting?" And then, of course, Kimbo says 4:30. I said, 4:30. Jesus Christ!
I kind of feel you don't need to get up early for this record.
No, but we have a good time, and it's fun.
As long as you meet the guy without teeth. If you meet that guy, it's a good.
He hasn't been there the last 2 sessions. I don't know, but I like it. It's civilized. They hand you a list at around 7:30 or 8, and a half hour later they start calling your names, and you don't have to go in and rush and grab shit. And they just have it ready. They call your name and your number, and they come in. That's
All
what I
right,
want to.
here's my fear with this Miles Davis. So I participated in the Target buy two get one free. I bought 3 of the plug nickel boxes because 2 other people are going in on it with me. And there's talk of Target not existing anymore. Target, can you hear me? Please stay around until February.
I can't imagine buying the plug nickel from Target.
Okay, let me explain something to you, Mazzy.
I know they
I've
drop ship it
over on their website, not in the store. On the website, they sell. They used to sell everything. I think they had a falling out with Universal, so they don't have Blue Notes anymore. But when they do the buy two get one free, I'm getting that plug nickel box for $150 with tax and everything. So
there you go.
So this is going to be there is this plug nickel. This came out probably it's 82, and it's
there's
a 2L.
There's a Japanese two different volumes too.
But I think this record store day one, it says
which set it is.
Second set. So I think it might be different than what this one is.
You think that's the same as the CD that came out years ago when the box came out? In fact, I think I have that.
Well, I have a sampler CD of the plug nickel.
Oh, my fire alarm's going off. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. His dogs have fired the house. Damn B, let me explain something to you.
It's gonna blow.
Target has had like 7 quarterly losses since they since they said we're not participating in DEI, and then people said I'm not going there anymore. They're one business who failed with that.
They kind of turned.
They better stay around so I can get my record boxes. Okay, that's all I care about.
All you care about is yourself.
Well,
I'm sorry.
you know that better than anyone else.
Yeah. So you want to see my next cover I'm working on right now? I think we go to the printer today.
Oh,
there you go.
Nice shot, huh?
Why did they say, "Hey, Chet, you closed your eyes on that photo. Can you open them?"
I don't think he was able to at that particular
Can I
time.
see that again? I missed it.
Falling asleep.
That's a good cover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is that around Let's Get Lost time?
So let me explain this to Mazzy, who Mazzy didn't participate in Gravy Train on this record.
This is Grover's release.
Yeah, Steve Westman's friend Grover, who does the One Steps, the REM, he has his own label that's coming out, and those are sessions that were not released from the documentary movie.
From Let's Get Lost.
Yeah, so those are set, and I've streamed it. It's mostly Chet singing,
right,
towards the very end of his existence on Earth, and it's okay.
I
have the soundtrack from the movie.
Yeah, I did too. That's the Bruce Weber movie. The photographer directed it.
So
Chris Isaac is in the movie in the studio with
him. So this came about because for 30 years, Grover has been going into Atomic Records, and one of the owners has been saying, I know a guy who, Bruce Weber, and finally after 30 years, that came together and created this, which is it's a very nice release, and the photos are incredible.
Have you heard it?
Yes, I've streamed it.
You can stream it now. It's on all.
When's it coming out?
It already came out.
I think it's out. It's out.
I haven't heard anything about it. Okay. Did you get copies? I haven't heard. How come you guys aren't promoting it?
I'm waiting for my fucking paper to come out.
I don't work for the record label.
I do a newspaper.
No, but if you got did you get a copy?
No.
When you get a promo copy, if you like it, you should.
No. Okay. Jim doesn't want to say this out loud. The Grover dude, not big with the promo copies.
I didn't get my promo copy, but having said that, I wouldn't talk about it until my paper came out, personally.
Right.
I would, for me, it's like I don't want to cheat my paper.
Hey, and I'll probably do an auction in 2 weeks. Everyone who gets stuff from me will get a copy of the Record Collector News.
Yeah, DNB. Exactly. Yeah, I'm a promo person, like everybody who's worked in the
I don't give
industry.
a shit.
Everyone who works in the industry, like
I don't
Rob and Jim and even Mike. All
Hey,
four of us.
hold on.
All four of us get promos.
Well,
occasionally.
let me just
Not me.
point. There are critics, and when I say there are critics, there are 2 or 3 critics, and here's their problem. They don't think we participate in the vinyl community. There's 146 people here right now. I have to think there are 146 people that participate in the vinyl community watching. So this is participation in the vinyl community. Okay.
Is it, or do you have to make a video and post it to be?
Well, you're
No.
it's a case by case basis.
It depends. You do it in a good way because you have like reporters or writers, whatever, that participate, and that's your magazine. That's what it's for. I mean, Promo Records used to go to every record reviewer on radio and newspapers and magazines.
But Matt, here's what I'm going to ask you to do moving forward, Mazzy. Stop defending yourself. Just
I'm
stop.
not.
You defend yourself all the time. You should just stop.
And don't even just the way you were. Never mind.
Here's that's the record I want to get, Mike.
Yeah, what is this? I haven't even seen this.
It's a private. It was originally a private press jazz record.
Okay.
I think it's mostly desirable. I'd listen to it. It's good. It's kind of funky.
Okay.
But I think because it's a rare record that if you go to Discogs on that, it goes for money.
Lots of money.
I think it was rare
Cool.
record. But listen, people. Like here, let me pretend I'm the new Mazzy. And this guy comes in and goes, Gravy Train Promo Records. And actually, that's what Rich sounds like. Most people do that voice as kind of mocking. But if you talk to Rich, he sounds just like that. And that's how I'll destroy the people who attack the Gravy Train records. Like Mazzy, you go to bars all the time. If someone sat next to you, go, let me buy a drink, buddy. You go, no. I don't take free things.
Depends who it is, right?
I don't get. I'd say 99% of the records I buy myself. I don't get them for free. Does anyone want to see cool records I picked up the last couple of days?
No,
absolutely not.
Okay, so I buy too many records. I wonder if I can go copyright that name. Can someone check on that for me? This will melt your face. This is face melting music.
Why would anyone want that?
It's free jazz.
No, their face being melted.
Well, there are people I prefer that have their face melted. But this is good. But it's face melting music. Okay. I found another copy. I have 2 copies of this. I think Billy Harper. Billy Harper is a master of just playing hard and heavy jazz. Just like you can't stop listening. It's just pounding in your face. It's so good. This is
I agree. He's very good.
I guess he did a lot of jazz releases in Japan that only came out in Japan. This is one of them. You got Kenny Barron on here playing. This is from 1978. It's just so good. There's one song on each side.
Nice.
It just kills. Such a good record. And and then I said I picked this up. I even think the Muse version with Kenny Durham, that's given credit, that's kind of gone up in price. But you can't find an original of this, and it's very expensive. This is Japanese. I think that is affordable, sort of. This is really good, Mazzy. I showed this before. It's live Freddie Hubbard at Keystone Corner, and it's a killer lineup. I think there might be two. I think this session might have been broken up into 2 different records.
What year is that? Around 80 or so? 80, 81?
It might be 70, 83.
83.
So I went to the Orange County Record Show with Jim, I think Jim was sensitively touched there because he said, "Let's get the fuck out of there."
Inappropriately.
I didn't realize that this is a better cover. This is so this was the question for you, Mike. This
Mhm.
album was no deeds.
Right.
Came out for
Words, not
record.
deeds.
I think it came out for Record Store Day in
Mono.
April or last year.
That's
as a
not an
mono.
interview record.
It came out as a mono from Kraft.
Yeah.
So this is a question for you, Mike. It was originally released as a mono.
Yeah.
This cover is the first time it came out as stereo, and this is
Yeah.
like the 60s.
So quickly, so Jazzland is connected to Riverside. They're both owned by the same producer, and the Max Roach Deeds Not Words, as well as the Sonny Rollins Freedom Suite, were originally released on Riverside as mono, and
Yeah.
the first stereo versions of those came out a few years later on Jazzland, and both of them have different covers and different names.
And I think this is better in stereo.
Okay.
I've heard the mono. It's good.
I mean, I think a lot of times the mono was selected just out of practical reasons where people just didn't have stereo equipment and like it's 58.
Right.
They were
Yeah.
still transitioning, you know?
Correct.
Picked up an OG of this. Fair Sanders Black Unity came out on the Neon label. Nice.
How is that?
Alex,
How is that session, Rob?
Diamond Marimba was there selling, and I bought this from him. This Burton Green quartet on the ESP disc, and this is free jazz, but not face melting free jazz. It's good. I did some repairs. It had water damage cover, but the vinyl is in nice shape. This is an excellent album. Dave Holland Quintet on ECM. It's a digital recording, but it sounds awesome on translators and vinyl. This is very good. Yesterday, I picked up a couple of Nina Simone records.
That's
This
good.
is an
That's a good record.
OG. But this, where's the other one? It's over here somewhere. Yeah. Let's see. This one. Hold on. All right, stop. Someone's sending me text. This one, Mike.
That's a good record.
So this was her second album after that.
Is that on Colpix? Was that Colpix?
Yeah, I don't know how many records she did on Colpix.
Not a lot.
But this is her second album.
They're more poppy usually.
And the RVG and the Dead Wax on this one.
Huh.
Cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
He didn't record it though. He would have just cut it, right?
I think he just cut it because I think there are other versions of this not with him
Okay.
in the Dead Wax. So, but RVG. Does anyone know this is the only album this person did? Novella Nelson. It's sort of it's not a live album, but obviously I guess they recorded her live and there were people there and they applauded after each song. But I think she was a Broadway performer. But on here, she's supported by all jazz musicians. And it's really good. Phil Moore, Richard Davis, Freddie Watts, Warren Smith, Kermit Moore. It's good. Yeah, it's RVG, Rich. Reach out to me. I'll charge you $300. I've been picking up what looks to me like soul records from the 70s that aren't like, they look like there's something.
You should get that kind of wig, Rob. That would look good on you.
This guy's good.
I did love that at one time.
This guy has like a raspy voice to him. Joel Webster. I don't know if anyone knows this
I
record.
don't know. What label is that on?
It's on Crossover. Do you know Crossover?
No, I don't. Is that like 74? Huh. I don't
Yeah.
know that.
This is a good soul record. I look for soul records like this. This is on Black Saint. I haven't listened to it yet. Do you know Klaus Schultz, Cyborg?
I know Klaus Schultz. Yeah. I don't know that.
This is on Brain. Westman had they did that whole REM thing because they're doing the one step. I've been trying to pick up all the REM IRS records
that you can see through.
This is translucent. This thing sounds excellent.
Yeah, it does.
It sounds superior.
It's a good sounding record.
Yes, it is.
It's well recorded record.
Hey, I
That's
just
a
want
good sounding record. That
hold on.
record
I
sounds
just want to
good.
point something out. You know, you lose Q points by commenting here. People have less respect for you, Danny, by showing up here and making a comment.
Danny K, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while.
Slumming, Danny Slumming.
Danny was on the Classical Bums with us. Everyone should go watch that.
Okay.
I think I have a copy of this already, but Charles Bobo Shaw and the Human Arts Ensemble.
I'd like to meet Danny sometime. I probably never will, but
hey,
I'd like to meet
do you
him.
know this record, Mazzy?
I do not.
The Bethlehem Asylum.
I do not.
No.
Commit Yourself on Exit Records.
What kind of music is it?
So supposedly it's jazz fusion psych.
Well, you got to ask the two psych experts, Kimbo
but I
and
think this
Chris.
label puts out jazz stuff.
Ampex, yeah.
Why does it say Ampex?
It's the label.
Ampex had a label, you know. Ampex
I
tape.
thought it said Exit. I thought it said Exit Records.
Recording series. Exit recording series.
Oh, okay.
Ampex had a label. I think the first Jesse Winchester was on Ampex too, that Robbie Robertson produced. I think.
It's cool.
I came across a
I've not
stash.
listened to it yet.
I came across a stash of 800 copies of a double record on Ampex from 1968 entitled Child Rearing from Infant to Toddler on Ampex Records. 800 copies.
And what did you do?
Was it 45 RPM, double 45 RPM?
It was a situation where a guy actually had 3 million records in a warehouse and he wanted to get them out. And there was nothing to do. He had to pay to have them recycled. Anyway, yeah.
Here.
That Warren Zevon REM, oh God, I'm blanking on the name of it. The Hindu Love Gods. It did come out for Record Store Day last time or last year. But the original, is it? I don't think it's an expensive record, is it? The Hindu Love Gods? Yeah, it was a Record Store Day, so check that one out. I haven't heard the Record Store Day because I have original, but it did come out last April for Record Store Day.
Jim, do you have any
Hindu Love Gods?
Jim,
What?
I don't think I asked you this, but do you have any Record Store Day favorites?
He doesn't go.
He doesn't play records. He just buys better equipment to play the records.
No, that's not true. Here's what I do. I fix up my equipment and then I listen to my records and it's like a new record.
Yeah, that's a true thing.
I'm still in that phase right now where I'm pulling shit going, wow. And, you know, I get my wow, my woo-woo. But if I go out to a record store for some stupid reason, like to drop off copies of my paper, I could easily drop $100 and bring it home. And, out of the 3 records I bought, I already have 4 copies of one of them.
If he goes to a record store, he picks up another Frank Zappa record.
If there's a Frank Zappa record that looks interesting, yes, I will pick it up. Their Mac Davis is gone. I cannot find in the greater Los Angeles metro area. I cannot find any more copies of Midnight Crazy, which is the Mac Davis record that I'm trying to own the market on.
Hey, Mark, the original Gene Clark White Light is really good, but I tell you, they got more out of the tape on the Intervention. So I would give the Intervention, especially since it's, what is it? I think it's still in print. It's $40, but by the time you look to get a clean copy of the original, I think you'd be better off, and the cover's nicer too, is get the Intervention. That's my take. And I have both, but I pull the Intervention more to listen to now. To me, the original is more like a kind of a cool piece to have. God.
Yeah, that's it. I have 8 or 9 or 10.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Since Jim, he doesn't just bury a joke in the ground. He follows it with the halo and the wings. And
Yeah.
if anyone finds a copy of that, can you send it to Jim, please?
It's kind of like when
Yes,
people
Nick,
will
I
look
have
at
seen
Michael.
Dweezil many times. Dweezil's show many times. It's great. It's really good now.
Yeah.
What do
Matthew.
you, Mike? Are you even going to go out for Record Store Day?
Yeah. What about
No.
you, Mike?
No way.
I never do.
What about the
take
camaraderie of it?
Hey, I just want everyone to know, if you're an independent record store owner, Mike doesn't support you.
Well, if I did go, I would probably try to get that Strata East title.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
You have show the record you found.
Which one? The classical?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So I have it. I have some
Mike
new...
had a score of all scores.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's a classical record. And I know that this guy Milstein, I have one of his records, and I do know that they go for some money. I went down to Goodwill, and they basically had like 99% classical there. And I'm flipping through, and I see a Milstein box. So I just put it to the side with a few other things. And then I start checking prices, and I get to the Milstein box. Let me show it. So it's on Capitol, and he's doing Bach, the partitas and sonatas for unaccompanied violin. It's a 3 LP set.
How much did you pay for that?
It was $199 plus Connecticut sales tax, and then I
Yeah.
rounded up because I'm a good person at Goodwill. So it's $3 altogether. And anyway, this thing goes for like $500 to $800.
Whoa.
So, and this is the original first box with the original labels.
That's the Trump economy right there. Things are getting better.
So, well, I was happy to get this because I've been getting into Bach more. If you watch the classical bum stream, I talk about how.
Bachmore?
Yep.
What's
that, Jim?
Bachmore? Never mind.
He was making a stupid joke.
I
Continue
can't tell
on.
the difference between any of these composers. Not one.
So
It's
anyway,
all classical.
I've always listened to like Brandenburg Concerto and things like that from Bach, but what I've been getting more into is his piano works, because he does like 2-part invention, 3-part invention, the well-tempered clavier, and this is all counterpoint stuff. So I've really been getting into Lenny Tristano and his introduction of counterpoint into jazz, because he's a classically studied and trained artist. And when you listen to Lee Konitz and Warren Marsh and all these kind of Tristano students, they always play around with counterpoint. So just taking it back to the source, Tristano would have his students play Bach. Basically, they would like analyze and study Bach. So I started just kind of listening to those, and they're absolutely just beautiful, stunning pieces. So Bach's been on my radar, but not the stuff that I used to been like this. The smaller piano stuff has been really great. So that's a really fun way to get into classical if you are interested in it.
Is that a clean copy?
It's like, it looks like it's untouched.
Seems like
Super
a lot of
clean.
classical box people didn't
So,
open up boxes and play
If
them.
anyone wants that, offer Mike $800 for it.
Yeah.
See what he
The
does.
tragedy is I haven't even listened to it because I've been doing house like renovations the past few days. So I will get around to it, but I am excited for it because it's unaccompanied violin. So I think it's going to be really cool. And what I heard about Milstein is that during this time period, the reason why this is so desirable is his playing is what they called, it was like nobly restrained, where it's almost like there's like a sureness of his abilities that he doesn't need to play like a Heifetz or someone who's a little bit like more like assertive, and that his technique is pretty much incredible. Like I guess the way he does his chords is like beautifully even and kind of just balanced. So I did read a little bit about it to have some like listening notes for me to enjoy this. So I am really looking forward to it.
Nice. That's a
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. So that's a good one.
Was that in Connecticut?
I have another record I could show.
You found it in Connecticut?
Yeah, Goodwill in Fairfield.
Yeah. Well, that's.
Don't give away your secret hiding places.
I've only found
Just not
three
for that fucking,
things there.
Thank God for
Over
that
the past-
phone, man, where you're able to look that shit up right there on the spot.
I know it's changed.
Yeah, but I would probably pick this up. Well, I don't know if I would pick it up anyway, but the thing is, usually the box sets are like operas, so I don't go
And
for those.
they're not desirable.
Right. So like
Montalbano box
I usually don't go for the box sets, but I do like the smaller. I mean, this is solo, but I do like the smaller ensembles within classical, and Bach in particular right now is something I'm looking for. So I may have picked it up anyway. His double and triple stopping have flawless intonation, amazing artist. Yeah, and I do. So I did know him because I do have another LP by him, which is not as expensive, but it's on Capitol.
Well, what was he mainly just on Capitol, or was he on other labels?
I'm not sure. I know that he had a fairly long. I mean, I know that there's other recordings that were later on. I think he did this same piece for DG Deutsche Grammophon. I think from what I was reading. So he definitely recorded over a few decades at least.
Siegel and Milstein used to hang out together at the bowling alley.
Yes,
And it is mono.
comedy.
It is mono because it was recorded at Capitol Studios in '56, so it is a mono.
So is that before they built the tower?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because that's when
did
they were on Melrose. I think the studios were on Melrose before the tower. Before that.
And this was just all my cursory like looking up. So if anything's wrong, double check.
There'll be a show, Ryan. We're gonna hit Record Store Day hard and decide what we're gonna do.
I have a record for Mazzy. I think Mazzy will be interested in this one.
Okay.
So Mazzy,
lady on the cover?
I know that you love the Art Pepper Surf Ride on Savoy, right?
Uh-oh. Don't fuck with him.
This is good.
He have his Gravy Train records ready to show.
I love this. I mean, it's a fun record. It's not anything deep. Excuse me. It's just a fun record.
No, he's killing on that.
Yeah.
He's great. Art Pepper is great on that. So that record is based on sessions from another label that sold to Savoy, and then Savoy put that out. So the originals of those are on a label called Discovery. And I got an original Art Pepper Discovery, one of the 2 10-inches. So this I think is from like 53 or 54, and it's the Art Pepper Sextet. And a few of these tracks are on that Savoy, Mazzy.
Well,
this is a 10-inch. The condition of the jacket.
That's as old as I am.
So the condition of the jacket is
that record's 500 years old.
It's probably like G+. The seams are all beat up, but anyway, the cover's still pretty decent.
Did you find that in person or did you order it?
I ordered it. I've been on the lookout for. There's 2 Art Pepper 10-inches on Discovery that I've been wanting because I love the session so much, or sessions so much. So this came up for. I forget what it was, but I messaged the seller and I was able to get it 65 shipped, which is a really great deal for this record. It's like probably a $200 record, maybe 300, but they're pretty rare and they're expensive. And
did you pick this craft up yet? Are you going to?
No, I didn't pick that up. I would like to get it. And this is the original Discovery label. This plays probably VG. I would list it as VG. There's a little bit of noise, but honestly, I think these are just noise, like originally noisy records. I don't think they're like pristine vinyl or anything from 53, but it sounds really good. I mean, I can, it's the noise floor. There's a low level kind of like noise, but you can easily get past it with Art Pepper's alto. So anyway, I was really happy to get this. This is an original. And I would like to get that reissue, Mazzy.
Now, the Discovery label, I think, at least it was around into the 80s. But what they did is they would reissue. I think they had a deal with Warner Brothers, where they would reissue Warner Brothers titles on Discovery.
I think there was like an original Discovery, and that ended somewhere.
The same
in the
logo.
50s.
You have the
same logo. It's the same. Same everything. But I think there's a big gap between the 50s stuff and then when they started, I guess, again, maybe in the 70s. I don't know.
Yeah, they were doing like cheap reissues of other labels' records.
But the artists that
Warner Brothers.
The artists that they feature are actually pretty interesting, and they weren't really well recorded in terms of. Yeah, there's some cool stuff on there.
I think they put out like Art Pepper records that were released like in Japan. They did US
Okay.
versions of them. There's a few Art Pepper like 80s titles. on
So it looks
Discovery.
like okay. So this is what I'm saying. So it looks like in '54, I think that's when they sold to Savoy, and then Savoy started reissuing their stuff like that Art Pepper Surf Ride, and then in '77, that's when it kicked up again. So '77, they started putting out material again.
The 12-inch was released in '57.
Yeah, I would love to hear that.
It's yeah.
It sounds very good. It's worth getting. You know, I think if you go to Kraft's website, they're having a Black Friday type of sale right now.
Yeah,
So,
I gotta check it out.
Maz, the Department of Justice dropped their suit against me for that copy. I got that $29 copy of Led Zeppelin 2, and you know I was supposed to pay tax on it, but so they dropped it. Charges dropped.
Yeah, but they're bringing up new charges, and I'm their star witness.
Could be, but charges are dropped.
Well,
you want to see the $29 Led Zeppelin 2 again?
when did you pay $29 for it, Jim?
He showed us the other day.
I got it in repeat.
Yeah, but when did you get it there?
During the one of the Bush administrations.
Yeah. When did Led Zeppelin 2 RL start being a thing?
Oh, it was a thing, baby. Here.
But nobody knew about it. I don't remember in the 70s anyone talking about dead wax mastering ever. I mean, you'd have like some dead wax thing where someone said smile or some little saying. But I swear to God, with all the people I knew in the record business 70s, even into the 80s, I never heard anyone talk about who mastered this versus that, or a hot press or a hot.
Okay, but you could be an old man about it, or you.
I was a young man then. I was in my 20s.
Can you say that there is something to it? Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, but no one. I mean, I'm not saying any people didn't.
What conversations did you have in the 70s, Mazzy, that would even remotely come near the discussion of mastering?
Well, people talked about music. I remember like a good example. I mean, that's in the 80s though. Like the Horzoo, when Magic Mystery Tour came out, the Horzoo was it late 70s or 80s? Synchromania's here, I forget, 80s, early 80s. That sounded so much better than any other version. So things like that. Also,
and you worked in record stores all during the 70s.
And worked in record stores. You get imports. The imports
what else are you going to talk about?
So if someone came up to you, let's pretend it's the 70s. Mazzy is in the record store. Some idiot comes up to Mazzy with two different versions of the same record. What would be your response to that?
Well, you actually wouldn't talk about the sound. You'd say, well, this is an original cover. Maybe this is a twofer. This is, we didn't think about like, okay, the Palm Tree label is not as good as the Greenie label for Warner Brothers. Because by that time, you'd have a few old copies in stock, but pretty much once the Greenies were gone, your stock was gone. They were gone, unless it was a title that didn't sell much. They didn't. There weren't two copies of anything. Unless you had an import, you would have an import of a record and an American, and you'd say, grab the import.
Out so many records too. It was just the only.
Yeah. The import would be what, $3 more or something.
Oh, hold on.
Anyways, Rob, I bought this in 2015
for $30.
$24.99 at Free Beat Records.
Okay, wait. Who put that posted on?
73. So, thank you,
Bob Say.
Thank you, Synchromania.
So he knew it was a thing then.
Yeah, he knew it was a thing.
For 20 something.
I showed this to him recently, and he got mad. And he goes, "That'll never happen again."
Well, yeah, he's jacked his prices up a little. Hey, Ryan, I will go out on it and say this: I don't need the internet for me to tell people they're dumb. There are plenty of them around. They still exist.
Hey, Rob,
I don't think the internet has necessarily smartened us up that much.
No, it hasn't.
Hey, Rob, sorry. Go ahead.
No, we have the world at our fingertips. We have all the knowledge of the universe. It's like the It's like the library at Alexandria, and we use it to watch cat
Okay,
videos.
And what
and
is
I
it
wish.
good?
Hold
What
on.
good has it done us?
When Jim just says that, I wish we could magically just go to video of Jim Thanksgiving morning going, how much cinnamon do I put in this?
Rob, you have an hour to go, and your show has become even more boring. So why don't we go through every page of the new Music Direct catalog? All right.
That's a nice cover.
I haven't
Yeah.
gotten it yet, but
Well, I got it like 4 days ago.
hold on.
We could
Wait,
talk
can
about
you
all.
hold
We
up
could
the
talk
cover?
about here for all these expensive cartridges.
Can you hold up the cover, Mazzy? So your requests have been finally answered. You've been mailing them nonstop to
Yeah,
having
they
me
put me on the cover when I had long hair.
Yeah.
We can talk about the cartridges. Up there's my cartridge.
Does it have the HANA SL? Does
Hey,
it have the HANA SL?
Can you cut to the chase, Mazzy, and show us the centerfold?
Yeah.
I can't see it here because it's perfect bound. Is it?
I have a serious question. What does David Lee Roth have coming out, or even nearly that?
I think isn't there? It's probably
Is there? Aren't there a bunch of box?
It's probably MoFi Van Halen records, right?
No, there's a box set. I think they're they're re-releasing all his records.
Here's the Rhino high fidelities that their pressing plant presses.
I have a question for you, Mazzy. Do you think Rhino took an ad out in that?
I bet you it's a co-op thing. Sure, you know they definitely get product placement. I mean, certain manufacturers give them rebates and stuff. I mean, that's how these things work. You know, every time you used to get holiday catalogs, certain companies kick in money. It's kind of like records, retail records. Jim knows this. In the 70s, you'd have RCA month or Warner Brothers month or Elvis month. You'd get advertising dollars and discounts on that label's releases.
I have a serious question, Mazzy. This is a serious question. When was Dynaflex last used by RCA?
By RCA? RCA is the one that called it Dynaflex. You know?
Yeah. I know there are other companies who use the same vinyl.
Yeah. You know, in
when
terms of
first, what was it first? Well, last used. When was it last used?
I don't know the exact. I would think 74, 75, but obviously
here's a serious question.
I don't know exactly.
So it's been over 50 years, right?
Right.
So do you think the copyright for Dynaflex has expired?
The patent, it's a
not the patent.
patent.
The
name might have. I don't know.
Obviously,
I don't know.
They didn't own the formulation of the vinyl because other companies use that same vinyl.
They use something similar. Yeah.
Fantasy. I have several Creedence records that are on that same material.
Yeah, the other labels didn't call it Dynaflex, and
so here's my question to the universe: Can we go Can we go start making our own Dynaflex because it's run out? We can use it now.
Can make
okay, I did some research. here, and it says RCA's Dynaflex vinyl is expired. Dynaflex was introduced 69 to 70 by RCA. The U.S. patents would have been filed in the late 60s. Standard U.S. patent is 20 years from filing. So Dynaflex patent would have expired in the late 1980s, early 1990s at the latest.
But they were pressing records in 72, 73 at Dynaflex.
This is a serious question, Mazzy. If you think if a record company came out with all this 180 gram vinyl, which people say does not help the sound of the record. In fact, it promotes more warped records probably. Let's say someone reintroduces Dynaflex, and it's strictly a marketing thing, right?
For sure.
Do you think it would go over well?
With some people, see, I'm one, you know, there's certain people that always like to mock Dynaflex. They say it's shitty. Dynaflex are excellent records, and they're actually prone to less warpage. And it's better vinyl because at the time it was better vinyl because most of the heavier records of the day used a combination of recycle. You would see records with pieces of paper because they recycle old records, including the labels. They didn't always remove the labels.
Hold on. So here's a Dynaflex record. I've put it through the flattener a billion times. I cannot get it flat.
Well, I mean, it's not like they're never a warped record, Dynaflex record, but They were pretty good records, and they sound great. It's like you get the Waylon Jennings, the David Bowie, the Lou Reed, Harry Nilsson, all that period of RCA. Most, they were Jefferson Airplane, the 70s pressings, the orange or the black when they went
But
back
I
to the
think,
dog.
Damn,
think
Mazzy, that was pretty impressive.
Well, I know that. I mean, that's my time.
yeah, I think if someone would appropriate the Dynaflex, see if they can get the logo and everything because it's fallen out of ownership.
They'd have to refile. Like Chad, the UHQR was originally a MoFi name, and Chad ended up buying it. I guess it expired, and he picked it up.
So I'm saying I want to come out with a label that produces everything on Dynaflex. Can I get the vinyl formulation to it? I'm curious.
Okay, go watch. I did a video years ago. Okay.
Wait, you look so much old. You stop when you have that beard, man. You look older.
Yeah, exactly. I have 12,000 views on a Dynaflex video. Okay. So go watch it. It's a good video. It's 3 years ago. 3 years ago.
Uh-oh. What are you posting there, Leland? Hey, again, I'm going with this. If you want to be in the chat, each of your individual comments have to be in context.
Well, everybody on RCA, Bowie, Elvis, that period through about, I'm thinking, I don't know exactly, Mike is better to figure this stuff out. I'm thinking 73, 74, they kind of stopped, but I don't know.
I think 74 is when they stop. But for RSD, they should have a special Dynaflex series, and every RSD they put out a Dynaflex version.
Okay, well, here's a good example. Okay, we have now Universal has vinyl file, right? That's their audio file.
For
obviously
sexual offenders. It's the
Warner,
label for sexual offenders.
Warner has Rhino. Sony hasn't done anything. They don't do the tapes. BMG hasn't done one. BMG would be the one that was RCA that should do Dynaflex. BMG should do Arnaldo, are you watching? Have BMG do a Dynaflex audio file series. And, that would be great at 120 grams.
It sounds like we have breaking news that ERC announced the Miles Davis Quintet Steeman is going to be their next title.
Oh, that's a very hard to find record.
They want 395 pounds sterling.
It's about $500.
Mazzy, rattle off the name of the whole series for us. Steeman.
Steaming, shipping, fucking, working,
shipping,
rapping,
working.
I can never remember those. And they were all recorded one afternoon.
Just to fulfill a contract, right?
They weren't recorded all one afternoon. There was two. It was 2 dates. 2 dates.
Are BMG and Sony connected now? I don't know because Arnaldo works for BMG and Sony's a different entity. I think they were at one point. That's a good question. Calling Arnaldo.
You could get an original copy of Steeman for the same price for sure. In that in really nice condition, I'm sure.
I am gonna explore the Dynaflex.
The thing is, they got a raw deal later. People just thought they were not good, and that's totally the opposite of the reality.
No, right? I'll tell you something, okay? And I know Tim, Specialized University of Vinyl, tells you about records that sound audiophile that are technically not. Those Creedence records, every single one of them, I think are audiophile records.
They're great, yeah.
Yeah, they're so well recorded and they sound so good.
So for the Miles Davis Steeman, the first pressing, there are VG plus copies are in the $125 range.
Hey, by the way, Angelo Kelly, this is an announcement. He recorded enough material to make 2 albums. His next album will be called Shittin'.
So I guess could someone use it? Okay, since the Dynaflex logo, I bet you somebody has it. I mean, I know you have to have a patent. Someone renewed it just for the hell of it. Can you tell, Mike?
I think it would be a genius marketing move to promote that you're putting out your record on Dynaflex. I think it would be genius. Huge.
Maybe I should start a thread, the Dynaflex thread, and we're trying to raise awareness to bring back Dynaflex. None of this 180 gram, none of this UHQR stuff, none of this clarity vinyl crap. Dynaflex, thin 120 or whatever gram vinyl.
Well, I mean, I'm not joking. How much do you think it would cost? It would cost less to make a Dynaflex version of a record as opposed to 180.
Yeah, I don't know how much less. I mean, I don't know
how much did a Dynaflex record? How much is that? Is that like 120 gram?
That's about 120 gram. Yeah, yeah, and it's pretty much virgin vinyl at the time.
I want to see Mazzy do a video of a new reissue on Dynaflex, bending it, showing everybody how it bends.
Well, you saw.
Here,
I
but
I
a new
can act it out for
reissue.
you. I can act it out for you, Mike. Hi, I'm Mazzy. Look how this bends.
You know what you bent. Let's see here.
Stop with the bending.
Hey, everyone. This will be our tagline. Dynaflex. Suck it, Chad.
Well, it takes up less shelf space, so that's a good thing.
And it's lighter, and a box of Dynaflex records doesn't weigh as much on your knees or your
See,
back.
I'm going to bend right here. Watch this bend. Look at
Actually,
that.
this
That's
is Mazzy's. This is Mazzy's.
And Maz.
We all know Mazzy was adopted.
That is
Mazzy found his
And
real
look at
brother.
I have Nipper staged perfectly behind me. There's Nipper there. So
hi, I'm Mazzy. Hey,
I was much older then. I'm younger than that now.
That's your
so
brother
much.
Chip.
Doug Carn.
Very nice.
Sorry, I was muted. So
did
this
you
is an
skip
original Doug Carn on Black Jazz.
Nice. Yeah. Is that a noisy pressing?
No, it sounds good.
Is that a Dynamo hum?
Nice.
What is it?
Yeah.
So is this Dynaflex?
That doesn't seem quite as thin as a Dynaflex.
Yeah, well,
You
again,
hear it?
Mike,
It's pretty thin.
Other companies use the formulation. Other
Yeah.
companies use
Because this would have been around the same time, I think. This is what, 70? It doesn't have the date, but I think this would be early 70s as well.
Hey, do you think it's funny to make this joke? I don't think it's funny.
They're not prone to warps.
They're not.
It's like any.
Even though this one warped and it won't come flat, I just did an Elvis record on Dynaflex that did flatten.
If you leave it in the sun or in a hot thing, it's going to warp. I mean,
It's
any
vinyl.
Yeah, it's vinyl. It's going to warp.
And if you have two of them, it's vinyls.
Leland, have you been paying attention? I can't get this thing flat, and it's a good record. It's this record.
Yeah. I think when it does warp, it's probably easier to warp. So I don't know because it is thin, but I don't. I don't buy the thing that there's any less thing about it. So,
I once had someone tell me, and it's bullshit, but some audiophile once told me that, well, you need 180 gram because a really sensitive turntable can actually pick up interference from the grooves on the other side.
What?
Like, please, someone tried to lay that on me once.
Well, that was the argument for Michael Hobson doing the single-sided 45s, right?
That was a joke.
Well, I
guess so. I have the.
I picked up the Sonny Clark, Cool Strutting, one
I have
side.
the bookends. I have the
It sounds
classic.
really
I
good.
listened to that Led Zeppelin box one-sided 45 thing, and a couple of them are okay. They're good, but it was hysterical having that box in my possession for 6 months. I don't listen to it once through.
Look, it sounds really good. Is it nonsense? Yes, but it sounds.
You
good.
know what it is, like everything else, like the classic record stuff. When it does sound good, it sounds great. But I think some of including some of the Who classic records are bright. Like the Who's Next. I have the Who's Next, and I have a Who Sell Out, and it's not the best sounding versions. I think, but that's the mastering. That's not the vinyl.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. Here's what's funny on that Cool Strutting. Bernie writes his full name in the dead wax. It isn't BG.
Huh.
Where's Paul Samo? There he is.
Are those
So-
better records, Jim?
Huh?
Never mind.
No,
So
they're
the
not.
person-
I got that.
So the
you know.
person who brought you that Led Zeppelin road case is now in the water business, and he sells naturally silica-rich, deuterium-depleted geothermal drinking water.
Hmm.
Or
You
got
can buy
my
this,
coffee.
Oh,
How
hold on a
much is
second.
that?
That doesn't sound like a scam to me. It
and you
doesn't.
can get it for your pets as well. So if you
Oh,
want your
God.
pets
Hold
to have
on.
this.
Wait,
For
wait,
the
wait,
pet,
wait.
definitely not a scam.
How much? How many liters for $40?
So it is 2 5-liter boxes.
$40.
10 liters.
And so people complain about like a $6 latte.
Hold
Mazzy,
on.
I think you need to order this this water.
Hey, Mike, can you go?
For your
Maybe I-
coffee,
maybe-
Mazzy.
Hold on. I have a question.
I'm going to see if I can get a promo copy.
Can you put that water in your Humming Guru? Can that water go in your Humming Guru?
Probably
That's the
not.
only water I use in the Humming Guru.
By the way, apparently I just got an email. Humming Guru has 10% off for the holidays. They should go 20%, but
Humming Guru has a really nice water attachment for
I
your
saw that.
Humming Guru. And, you know, you just push a button, but first you have to fill it up like the old way. But once you do that, then you just push a
You know what
button.
the greatest scam was when you go camping is powdered water. You just add water to it. I thought that was the biggest scam. There was a thing about
I don't
that
remember
too.
that one, Mazzy. I don't remember ever saying powdered water.
I remember.
Powdered
There you
milk.
go. There's,
Yeah.
you know, it's a, Rob and I talked about this the other day. It's kind of a good idea to have it there instead of filling the thing all the time. You can have the right proportioned amount to fill into your.
You know what? I eyeball it. I don't even use the thing to measure.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah,
I
think
eyeball it too. I
I think
eyeball
for
it. too.
$150, it's probably.
I measure it. I don't want the label to get water on it, so I make
But
sure.
I know where to go. Right below
Yeah,
the
Hear me,
lip.
Humming
You
Guru?
look where the lip is on the.
I think it's
the lip.
worth it, but
The
I'm gonna
funnel.
wait until they build it in.
Well, look
I
at
was
this.
I was cleaning a one of my most prized Blue Notes. It's a 10-inch Horse Silver,
You do not want to get
Man.
Blue Notes wet, man.
and
Yeah.
it's a 10-inch. So I had the 10-inch adapter on it because I have the old one, the old
God.
Humming Guru, and the damn thing fell out of the adapter when I wasn't
Oh.
there, and it jacked up the label. I mean, I
Ooh.
cannot tell you. I screamed when I walked back in the room. I was so
Yeah,
upset.
Blue
And
Note
it did-
labels cannot handle
Yeah.
getting wet at all. Period. They cannot get wet. Wow.
Hey everyone, either Arnie Zanzibar or Billiam has a raging hard on and is showing us all their troll accounts. So take note. But all you morons who have wrenches are doing exactly nothing. You idiots.
Okay, this pains me. Here's the 10-inch. It's in really nice condition. The jacket, you know, this is like 54.
Nice.
Anyway, just early. It's got Hank Mobley on it, so early 50s Hank Mobley. I mean, it's absolutely wonderful. Doug Watkins, Art Blakey, and Kenny Dorham. So just a killer messenger, early proto messengers group here. Excellent stuff. So this is what my Humming Guru did. So this side doesn't look bad because it just doesn't. I don't know why. But on this side, that's where the water
Oh,
damage is.
Yeah.
Did you use a
Killing.
10-inch adapter?
Yes, if it fell out of the 10-inch adapter and I left the room and I came back and it was just sitting there in the ultrasonic, just shaking over the label. I
Oh.
literally screamed.
Well, the
when I saw it.
new one's awesome because you can adjust
Yeah,
the thing it sits in. So
it killed. Anyway, it sounded.
I've never
it
washed a
plays great.
10-inch or a 7-inch on mine.
But it probably lost. That probably like took off like $150.
Oh,
But you have it for the music, not for the price.
Of course.
not the music, stupid.
I'm never selling this ever.
hey, see if you
Especially
can
now
bend
that-
it like Dynagroove.
Yeah,
You need to make that video 5 records I'll never sell.
and it has RVG in it, but the RVG is real tiny. It's just when he first started including his initials, because a lot of the early 10-inch Blue Notes don't even have his initials in there, even though he's cutting the records, just because he didn't do that, you know, at the beginning. So anyway, this one has it. It's a wonderful session.
Sorry about that. That's not nice.
So
Yeah, that's
He just hold on. He just explained it to you, you fool. Thank you.
well, Rob, I think I tuned in and you were talking about you had a record with RVG very tiny.
Well, I sold it. So I had those Ali Akbar Khan on Prestige. One had
Yeah.
RVG. The other one, it was like microscopic.
That's what this one looks like.
Yeah. So maybe what year is that record?
That's 54, so it's most certainly earlier than yours. But you know,
The other one was 60s. It was early 60s.
Mazzy, do you have any hand etched RVG in your collection?
You know, to be honest with you, I don't even know. I don't get that into those details. I mean, I suppose I've looked at some. I probably do, but I don't really, you know. And I've been selling off over the last year and a half, 2 years. If I have a record that's worth north of $200 or $300, and there's a good sounding version, I have no problem getting rid of the artifact anymore. It is about the music. I know it's like cliche, but I want to play the record. That's why I like these, you know, whether it's Tone Poets or whatever it is. If I had some original Blue Notes of any of that stuff, I would totally sell them off.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, the reissues are affordable and they sound.
It depends on the record, you know. I mean, obviously, some Beatles stuff, I'm going to keep the originals because actually they do sound amongst the best usually. I'm never going to get rid of a complete set of my first pressings of any Beatles stuff. And there's certain other artists too, Dylan and others. But at this point, as much as I play certain records, do I need this artifact that's worth $300 sitting on a shelf? You know, I had a Residence album, which a lot of people don't play a lot anyway. The first Residence album, there was 1,000 copies, and I had it. I ended up selling it for $800 earlier this year, and I have a reissue of it. And I never play the reissue, you know. So for $800, all the other music I can buy.
Yeah, I have a hard time letting go of records.
Artifact. I kept one. I didn't even keep my best one at this point. I probably should have, but yes, that's a different thing because you're not buying a butcher cover because of the music, really.
Jim, what's your philosophy on that? If you have like a really expensive old record, would you just settle for a reissue and sell your, you know, make money off your old one?
I mean, no, probably not. Depends on who the artist is, really.
Well, I have a situation like that right now. Someone wanted to buy, I don't know where it is, that John Lee Hooker Burnin' I found. I don't know if it's technically an OG mono, but it's $125 record easy, and I could get the reissue. But
honestly, over the years,
I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it.
I usually time these kind of purges to where the value of the records I want to get rid of is at its lowest. So I don't make any money, and the record stores aren't even happy to see fucking records.
Hold on. Jim is the king. Jim is the king. Yeah. He brings out all these records he could easily get 10, 15, 20 bucks for to the record store to trade them in.
No, I'm not going to Den Bosch in April.
I'm going to try and go.
I'm not sure yet. By the way, if anyone really cares, I did have an auction scheduled for this afternoon at 4:30, but Kimbo and I postponed it because it's holiday week and record store day week, and next Wednesday it'll be posted, but a week from tomorrow. So no whatnot.
To Reb's point here, I feel like in the future I probably would be okay with selling some of these like original pressings that I have, but I think right now it's also new to me that it's fun to hear how these old records are, like just to experience them. I don't think I'll need to have them forever though. There's probably a few I'd want to keep.
I never thought I'd sell some of the rarest records I had, but you get to a point as you age, you realize, you know, like I have a lot of records. I have 7,000 or 8,000 records, and there's a lot of, and I'm selling duplicates that I used to have. I need this version and that version, and I rarely need multiples. So little by little, those are the ones that are going, and they're good pressings. They're not always maybe the number one choice, but it's good music, you know.
Yeah.
And that's
Hey,
just for me.
Great though in my life.
Can I just say one thing? Hey, whatever retard is coming in with all their troll accounts, I think it's one of three of you. There's 184 people here watching. So take that into it's twofold. The 184 people, most of them think you're a fucking idiot. Secondly, they're coming in to watch us and they appreciate what we're doing. So just continue to look like a moron. William or Jim or Arnie Zanzibar. Everyone thinks you're a fucking idiot.
Hold on, I have a quick request. So I just went to the YouTube page for this video, and there's only 19 likes, and we have almost 200 people watching. So let's see if we can get that up to over 100.
Oh, okay, don't do it for me. Do it to show these mentally enabled people of faking.
Do it because we're all connected. Let's do this for fun. Come on, folks.
We are the world.
Hit the like button, folks.
Okay. This was an album I had never heard before. This is The Craft, OJC. OJC. This is from Savoy. This is an excellent record. I'd never heard it. Obviously, people always say, what do you do with these OBs? You just slip them inside. How hard is that, right? But jazz message number 2. Was there a jazz message number 1, Mike?
Yes. I don't think it was called number 1, but it was.
World War I wasn't called World War I until World War II.
It actually has a great cover. I'll go get it.
Okay, I have a good question. I have a response for Mazzy. Mazzy, do you have Love Potion number 1 through 8? Do you have those?
I do not.
Okay.
And I don't have what is it? Chanel number 5? What is
You have
Chanel?
4, 3?
Not what's that number 5 perfume called? Not Chanel.
Chanel number 5.
Is it Chanel number 5? Okay.
I think so.
Was there a Chanel number 1, 2, 3, and 4? That's my question. I don't know the
Those
answer.
were shitty. Those were not good.
Okay, actually, when we broke down when Prestige announced that, I totally forgot. We were saying, like, why are they doing jazz message number 2 to start? Why wouldn't they do 1 first? I think one of the reasons is because you can get jazz message 1 through Analog Productions Prestige.
I have that record. That's it?
So this is the first one.
I have the 80s.
Okay, why is that one on Prestige and the other one's on Savoy?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a good point, Rob. There are two. there are 2 jazz message. Yeah, there's actually 4, I think, albums altogether. That's right. Good call out, Rob.
That. I didn't
Hey,
realize.
I don't mean to change the subject. Someone had mentioned why go to Den Bosch, blah blah blah. It's a waste of time and money. Well, I'm an American who is relatively new to collecting records, and I like the idea of sort of going somewhere on a vacation that I've never been before, and it being record related. So someone actually recently asked me, "Oh, you're going to go to Den Bosch. What record are you looking to find?" Nothing. I want the experience of going to Den Bosch.
I will echo with Rob. As I said, I'm not looking for really rare records anymore. And I'm going if I go, I don't know, I haven't made a decision yet. I'd go to hang out, to have fun. I don't think I'd buy a lot of records, but it is like a little vacation. It's like when I went to Austin. I love going to Austin. For me to go to New York right now, like if I went to the New York show, it would probably cost me the same or more to go to Manhattan, stay in Manhattan, than go to Den Bosch and stay in Europe, in terms of, points and airline points and mileage to travel. So,
okay, hold on. Let me
do the Tri-City tour. I'm doing the Tri-City tour. It's thrift stores in Hawaiian Gardens, Bell, and Downey. Tri-City tour.
Yeah, but you're going there to get here's what
I'm going there to get car seats.
To eat ice cream, and then at the end of the day realize that you can't
are lactose
intolerant and you have diarrhea.
All right, hold on. Okay, so we actually are doing pretty well with the likes. We're at 46. We're trying to get that to 100. How many people are watching? 190.
What are we trying to get to 100?
The likes, number of likes. So hit that like button, please.
Okay.
We're gonna see if we could do this as a community. Let's see if we can do it. Okay. Now, more importantly.
Okay. After this, I'm going to talk to
So I
someone.
pulled up all of the Hank Mobley message albums. So there's two of them on. There's Mobley's Message on Prestige. There's Mobley's Second Message on Prestige. Both have pretty great covers. Then there is the Jazz Message of, and I guess this is attributed to. I mean, Donald Byrd is top billing on this. I always thought of it as a Donald Byrd record.
And Donald Byrd's on this too, on two.
Yeah, so Hank Mobley's on this. So so this is kind of a leaderless session. I don't know if there was a leader here. And then they have Jazz Message number 2, and this they have Hank Mobley and Lee Morgan instead of Donald Byrd. So that's the one you were just showing. But this would be the first one, Mazzy.
Okay, I did not know that.
Hey, 6-inch pianist. I have a question for you. I don't think you were here earlier. Do you know these two records? Do you know this Novella Nelson? I think you would probably like that one. And do you know this one? This Joel Webster, Elixir. Do you know those two records?
I don't think Chad would sponsor me to go to Den Bosch. I actually would like to go to Chad's.
Actually, I heard a rumor at the next Den Bosch. They're installing a boxing ring where two vinyl collectors can fight each other. And it would be a perfect setup for them to pay Mazzy to go there. Some other dude.
I would consider going in October to Chad Fest in Salina.
Salina, Kansas.
Salina rhymes with vagina.
I'm telling you, 6-inch pianist, tell me your thoughts on this. I'm going to bring records with me that I believe are hard to find over there. And I'm concentrating on soul records from here. Tell me your thoughts on that. To like trade and stuff.
Trying to think what if I went to Den
context.
If I went to Den Bosch, I'd probably look out for original European pressed steeplechase because I really do love those pressings.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be looking.
And those would be cheap. I feel like those would probably be like 15 euros or whatever there.
You guys are total fucking losers. You
or
go to
maybe even
Den
less.
Bosch, fuck the records. Tulips.
I thought
Well,
it
there
was
you go.
Salina. No, is it Salina? I thought it was Salina.
You
it
call
not?
it whatever you want, Mazzy.
No, it was someone's correcting me. I thought it was Salina.
I thought it was Salina as well.
I think he always says Salina, Chad, and he lives there.
Rob, is Red Records? Is that a European label? Red Records.
Italian. That's an Italian.
So that would be cool to look for.
Yeah,
those.
I want. That's if I go there. That's what I'm looking for: steeplechase, Black Saint, Soul Note, Red Records. That would be awesome too. Timeless, original Timeless records. Yes.
Yeah, those would be good.
Yeah,
I've been tiptoeing through those tulips.
I don't. Hey, John, I don't think you need to go to Den Bosch for the beer. Believe me. Just go to like 6 pubs.
You could do those actuals, Rob. You probably could find a few of those.
Yeah, but
Okay.
they're reissuing those and really doing a great job that no one's talking about.
Okay.
You know, there was some earlier comments at the beginning of the stream about Mike Ingroove. I watched his Den Bosch video. And the big thing about him, I guess going in November, I think it's better going in April. But he was bitching every fucking 30, 40 seconds how cold it was.
Yeah, he lives in there, Mazzy.
I understand that.
When me and Angelo and his son went there, it was becoming the fall. It was still like 90 degrees outside.
Yeah, of course. I mean, but yeah.
Rob, do you know about the Lansdowne series out of the UK?
No, not off the
It's
top of my head.
they're on. I think they're Columbia, UK, and their Lansdowne Studios was putting out like young avant-garde players.
Mhm.
And I actually think you do know some of the titles. But those would be cool to look for.
You're not talking about like the Ian Carr and
I think it's the Ian
Randy
Carr and yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's those.
I have someone they've been doing reissues on those too.
Yeah,
Exactly, John. Put a fucking coat on. Exactly. Open the fucking record. Put a fucking coat on. Wear a scarf.
If
Wear
I go to
gloves.
Den Bosch, I'm gonna probably go visit another place.
Well, I'm going to go.
Europe.
I would go to just Amsterdam for a few days. I don't think I'm going to start going around.
Well, I might go. I might, but let's see what happens.
All right, so
You're going to
quick
go to the
update.
new record store and go ahead.
Quick update on the likes. So we were at 69 and then it went down to 66. So I think some folks are countering with down votes. So we're getting close to 100.
Hey, hold on 1 second. You idiots who vote down, it's equal to voting thumbs up. They equal each other.
They do.
Yeah, but our goal is to hit 100.
No, but if they both add up to 100, then the goal is, in my mind, complete.
Listen, all of Rob's enemies out there, for today, just for this moment, let's try to get this up to 100 likes with your help.
There's
We
180.
are the world.
I'll keep saying this. There's 182
We are the
183 people watching
children.
now.
We are the ones.
Usually we average less than that.
Let's start living.
So the drama is fueling all the thumb action is working because people are probably going to whatever's live and they're clicking on this and seeing, oh, this isn't for me, and leaving.
I just clicked a like.
Mazzy, what do you think? What do you think about the thumb action?
It helps, but you know.
Hold on.
Mazzy,
Mike, do you understand that someone might take and edit you out and go, Mazzy, what do you think of that?
I was waiting for Mazzy to respond to.
I know. No, but
talk
you know, it's funny. Someone reached out to me recently, someone who knows this kind of shit, and I don't know a lot or follow, about SEO and all SEOs and stuff in terms of getting, I would get these emails from individuals and companies that wanted to charge me to check my SEOs, and I used to get those on my website to get more views and more traction. And a couple of videos I got a response from. Actually, one was from a label. And said, we saw this video and it's showing up #1 when we open up for this particular title and artist. You must have great SEOs, and I don't know anything about doing anything about SEO.
Can I reveal something that I heard privately from Mike? Mike had to have one of his digits removed from frostbite from Dembosh.
Rob, can we invite Mike up, Rob?
I'll send him a link, so we'll see.
I would love to ask Mike some questions about
a lot of Los Lobos records. Sheet, man, I really do. And no dupes. I think
the In-Groove has 10% off on everything. They have Black Friday week.
Yeah,
so
promote your stores. People
go support the In-Groove now on whatever. So they're a good company. They were one of 2 record stores in the entire country I would order during the pandemic from, and things would ship no later than the next day.
Oh, okay, so I had the honored privilege to see his shipping apparatus as it exists.
Thanks, Ricks.
And his shipping guy is currently, I don't know what, he broke his ankle or something. Currently has a cast and one of those peg leg devices, and he was shipping records.
So, Concert Buddy Chance, our hotel room still $19.99, $19.95 in Salina right now? Is that what a room costs?
When is that chat event, by the way?
Mid-October.
Next year.
Yeah. I'm going to go to Axpona, I think, in April next year. That's my travel.
I don't wear, to be honest with you, the In-Groove shirts for me have too much gigantic images on it. I do have the one, the jazz one that looks like the Blue Note cover. That's my favorite. No offense, I don't like shirts with faces on it. No matter who faces. I don't like band shirts with the band members' faces.
Well,
I just don't like faces.
And all of you tune into Mazzy's ripping Mike's merch video.
I do have a couple of Beatles.
Mazzy, you see a T-shirt with the face on it. How does that make you feel?
Hey, Concert Buddy, is it true that you're Airbnb-ing a barn in Salina?
That would be fun for everyone to go to Salina.
No, you know what? How far of a drive is Salina from Kansas City?
Like an hour. It's really it's like you're just fun.
Okay, I will tell you this as someone who went to Kansas City all the time for work. It's a good place to visit.
I've been to Kansas City.
Definitely a good food city.
I've been to Kansas City.
So if you do go to Salina, go to Kansas City and eat barbecue.
I do have a Bob I don't wear it every day. I do have a Bob Dylan shirt. You know what the thing about that? It's an illustrated thing. I understand. Believe me, I'm not consistent with
I
my
would go here. I would go first
I'm
to
not
eat. Go to Kansas City to eat burnt ends, and then go to Salina to be humiliated by records.
So I want to go back to the thumb action. So Mazzy, how much thumb action do your videos get?
Oh no.
I get it depends on the video. Okay, let me just look if I can. Does it show?
While
in
you're
your,
looking, I just a reminder, we are close. We are, let me refresh. So the goal is 100 likes. We're at 76.
How many? That's more than usual.
So we have 76. So let's get us, folks, if you haven't hit a thumbs up, hit it. It's going to get us closer to that finish line.
Okay,
and
Mike.
we can
here,
all
let me answer
say
you.
we've done something productive today.
My last video was 20 hours ago. I have 4,000 views, and I have 247 likes.
And you don't ask for likes, correct?
Very rarely.
You're
Once in a
famous for actually making a point to not ask for
Well,
likes, right?
every once in a while, I'll say I do it like every 20 or 30 videos.
Hold on, we've heard enough from Mazzy today.
Wait, he
Mike,
asked me.
help us out.
Mazzy, shut the fuck up, Mazzy. Brought that back for you.
Thank you.
Hey, Mike.
No, it's Mazzy. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Hey,
Oh, sorry. Damn it.
Mike, if you go back to Denbosch, would you think of charging people to take photos with you?
No, I like to provide that as a service for the peeps.
So
Free
wear a
charge.
fucking coat and gloves and a scarf.
I had 2 fucking coats on. I had gloves. I had a beanie, but it doesn't matter when it's 38 degrees and pouring all day long.
And stop bitching about Uber doesn't pick you up in for 40 minutes, man.
Yeah, the Uber's.
What do all the other people do?
They walk everywhere.
Well,
But we
that's
have-
what Europe's about.
When you have 200 fucking pounds
Bicycles
of records, it's
and
not
walking.
as easy to just walk everywhere, especially when all the streets are cobblestone.
Yeah, that's true. And you wake everyone up in the morning with that.
So
noise.
how far were you staying away from the venue?
A mile.
A mile. Okay.
So it's like short enough to walk, but long enough to bitch about.
Do you
walking.
like that hotel?
Yeah, it's really nice. I think
I
it's,
actually, just in case, I reserved a room for 4 nights there, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for April. But I figured at least I have that. I can always cancel it.
it's the newest hotel like in the city. You know, it's a very old city. A lot of the hotels are 100 years old. So that hotel, I stayed there in 2022 is the week they opened. So it's a new hotel.
Yeah. I didn't book a ticket yet because I don't know if I'm going on airfare. So I don't know.
Yeah, I have to renew my passport.
I'm in the process of speaking to the event organizers. I think I'm going to palletize and bring a big assortment there this coming up April.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a lot of work though, but
The hotel, Leland, 2 beds, hotel ends up being about 120 a person, 110 a person, give or take, something like that. Is that right, Mike? Do you know? You remember?
so I stayed 5 nights and I got a suite. It was 1,080.
Yeah. So, well, that's, I mean, so that would be 500. That would be like 125 a person, 130 a person.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, you go to Manhattan, you're going to pay $300-400 for a hotel.
The
All you
hotel-
need to do is sell some of your gravy train, and you could finance it, Maz.
Oh, that's
I
true.
don't sell promos.
Oh, you should. You should.
How many hours did you dig there? Like just straight going through bins? Do you think?
I kept getting distracted because Alicia would call me up and say, you know, you got to come to the booth. You got a line of people waiting here to meet you. So I would periodically be taken away and I'd have to come back to the booth. But
Of course I can share. That is if you share,
you
definitely.
know, it's like 20 hours probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice.
What percentage of the fair do you think you covered in terms of like what you were able to check out?
10%.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's not even remotely close to any other show. There's just so many records there because not only is it 1,000 dealers or whatever it is. It's the quantity of stuff each dealer brings. So like
Can
in
I
this
ask you-
event, unlike anything else, they drive box trucks through the event. So they'll drive box trucks through the aisle, and 20 guys will unload a box truck and set up 3 or 4 tables.
Mike, since you do share your personal life on your streams and your
Mhm.
shows, I just want to ask you one question. After the show and your new girlfriend schlepping records with you and going along, are you still together?
Yeah, she's been a little bit testier with me though since we got back. I don't know if it was the cold or I'm not sure.
You know what happens when it's cold, Mike?
What happens?
Never mind.
No.
Come on.
Drink it.
No,
Use your
Hey,
imagination.
look, Mazzy, he's half your age. He doesn't need the Viagra yet.
So I live in the tropics.
it's it's cold. I
I
don't care
enjoyed
who
your
you are,
video,
it's
even
cold.
though you bitched about Uber and cold. I loved your video. It was good.
Well, the thing was, Uber didn't exist there in 2022 because I remember pulling up the app and the app didn't even function. And I spoke to somebody there and they're like, well, it came in 2022 just in Amsterdam. And then I guess a year or two ago, they rolled it out into other cities. But it's still like in its infancy there.
Can't you get a bicycle for 2 and just have the sidecar with your suitcases?
So I found out the second day. So like if you went, you can just rent a bicycle from the hotel. You can ride a bike.
Mike, the first day of the fair, that's everybody setting up. Is that right?
Yes, but there's an immense amount of dealers going around buying.
They are.
each
So
other.
that's. Did you have access to that?
Oh yeah, that's where I did most of the buying. That's where you're going to find the deals because by day 3 you'll find deals on the other end, people discounting. But day 1, you don't necessarily find deals. That's when you're going to find the stuff that is priced.
So in
incorrectly.
degrees, not in Celsius, how cold was it in Fahrenheit?
I mean, it got down to like 38 degrees.
38?
Yeah.
It's going to be 42
like
on
where you're-
Record Store Day in Seattle.
Mazzy, he lives on the face of the sun.
I left here. It was
But he
fucking
goes-
85 degrees.
That's where your buttocks tightens up.
Mazzy,
uncontrollably.
nothing can survive outside. It's a desert.
I know.
It's funny how everybody's all complaining. Oh, you're cold. You're complaining about the cold. Yet when you guys come and visit in August, you're dying on the corner. You're like, oh, I can't handle it anymore. It's so hot. It's like I'm in an oven. You complain. You can't function. So, it goes
Hey,
both
Mike,
ways.
I used to live in Henderson for about 3 years,
Ouch.
which I don't know. I felt like the Las Vegas desert. I liked some of the other Mojave. I think it was more beautiful elsewhere.
No, the Valley of Fire. Did you ever go there, Mike?
I don't think so.
It's it's a state park in Nevada, about
Mhm.
45 minutes outside of Vegas.
Well, yeah, that's what I
It's
mean.
like you're on the surface of Mars. It's an amazing place.
Yeah, no, but yeah, outside of Vegas, that's what I mean. Is more beautiful.
Okay. Record Store Day Seattle is Friday, right? So it's going to be a low of 43, a high of 50, and we got partial sun. So at least
No one
rain.
gives a stop making this about you. No one cares what
I'm
weather
comparative
in
cities,
Seattle is.
about cities. And we sit out there for 6 hours, 5 hours.
So honestly, there really is nothing else to do.
Hey,
up there.
can everyone do me a favor? We have 191 people watching.
That's
Can you send your
that's too many.
sympathy to Mazzy? Because he's
Why are
going
you
out
so
when
hostile all the time, Rob?
Mazzy go way out in cold.
Why are you
Record
so
Store Day.
hostile? Why are
Hey,
you
so-
so hostile? Why do you
on
want to
records,
tell people what they should talk about or who they should be friends with or who they should be mad at?
on Record Store Day, it's going to be 71 and sunny.
That's nice.
Hey, and then you can get on camera because Mike shows the store all day long.
Yeah.
Hey,
And you can.
Mike, my favorite part of your camera on your store is whatever the hot record is. What is it going to be? Chaperone? Is people coming in and going, hey, you got the Chaperone? Oh, we sold out. And they walk out like Charlie Brown. The music.
That's funny, Rob. Thanks. Hey, Mike, aside from like the teen pop records, like the Chaperone, is there a couple of records you think are going to be hot or popular?
So I bought more records for this Record Store Day than
You say
I
that
ever
every
had in
time.
the past. But I'm telling you, but I was allocated more. I I'm getting 24% of what I ordered
Oh,
in dollarized. 24%. I ordered 500 of those. I'm getting 80. For instance, that's one record.
This will be the hot record. I paid for this, by the way, people.
So it's been a crazy record store day as far as allocation. But with record store day, it's always one random record I don't anticipate that everybody wants. So I have no idea what it's going to be. I know the Wicked soundtrack was super popular last year. There's another one this year. Maybe that's wildly popular. It's probably going to be something else. I don't know. But all the teen records were allocated. The Icona Pop was allocated the most, followed by probably Billie Eilish, and then the Chaperone was
How
allocated.
many copies, I'm just curious, of the Love Box did you get? About? Any idea?
30.
Here's a question for you, Mike. So when people come into the store, how do you set up? Do you keep all the record store day records behind the counter, or do
No,
you
so
set up-
I have the 3 new arrival bins.
Yes.
That's all record store day stuff. I keep the box sets on the counter. So technically there's 10 rows of new record store day stuff and then the counter. But I limit the amount of people that can come into the store to the amount of rows. So if there's 10 rows, which there is, I let 10 people in the store. If there's a couple of people at the register checking out, then I let a couple more in. But I lit it to where there's always somebody able to get to a bin of records to look.
Hey, I found out some record store day titles from April from someone. Quite interesting. But Brad told me of a box set he has coming out, not for record store day. And I think it might do really well for them. And let me see if I can see it.
All right, as you look that up, we are at 94 likes, folks. We need 6 more, and we've achieved our goal. Come on, folks.
Yeah, that's a good. I'm surprised. That's real. It's weird that they're doing a reserve for a record store day, Rhino.
Okay. Hold on.
It's a good record. I have that record, but I might, if I see it, I'll get it. I'll grab that.
Okay, so I think I can announce it because it's all ready for pre-order. Let me I think it's ready for pre-order.
That is a good Curtis, yeah. You know what's good? I was surprised. I mean, I really liked the 7 inches of the Prince records from Around the World in a Day. That's a good little clamshell single box set, picture sleeves. If you're a Prince fan, I know John is. I listen to those actually, and they're good. They're fun.
Hey, Mike. I watched that video on the Blue Note, the colored vinyl Blue Note that you that came into your shop, and it just is crazy that you have so many George Wallington Trio album covers.
I know. When I saw the one, I was blown away. But when they kept coming out of there,
Did you keep them? Did you keep
Yeah.
them?
Like, what the
It's like
hell's
if you
going on
find a
here?
record, it's a good album.
Yeah, it's
I
Now,
love Wallington.
Mike, do you have an official response on the record to this whole record store day controversy brought up by too many records in terms of small indie stores? What's your response to the people?
I don't want to get involved.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Here's
That's my response.
so Omnivore has this box coming out of let me make myself big.
Oh my God, it's a Klaus Nomi box.
Yeah, Klaus Nomi box. They have that coming out, I think, at the beginning of next year, in the first 3 months.
4 records?
It's his RCA records.
How much?
It's probably like $60-$70 for all 4.
Wow.
They don't really overprice the stuff.
It
So
sucks
You
because
said it's for pre-order. How wouldn't have the price there?
No, they do. This is a European site, so how much is that?
Oh, it's $33.
No, it isn't.
it's 33 euros, like $40.
No, this is. I don't know if this is CD. It's not that expensive. Well, it looks like it's like $70. I think that's the right price.
What I said, okay, I did sell that Prince record store day, but I bought it. I didn't get a promo of it, so it wasn't a promo. I sold that because I didn't realize when I bought that live set, that's in the big box, and I have the big box, so I already had it. That's why I sold it. But
Hey,
any
by
of
the way-
promos I get,
By the way, I met George in person at the Orange County Record Show. It was like he met Elvis. And other people who knew me were standing near me. And I said to them after George left, I go, that's how you greet me. That's how you
George is a
greet me
great
when you
guy.
see me.
All right, to George's point, let's check in. We are at 101. So we started in the teens. We started in the teens when we requested this. We are now
Wow,
over
good
100.
job, Mike.
All right,
Congratulations,
we did it. Now we
everybody.
can all unlike the video.
Well, well, also, you morons
We
who said
did it.
thumbs up, give a sub. How about subbing?
Yeah.
That Klaus Nomi box, but he told me other things that are coming out for a record store day. Very exciting. Very
you know, it
exciting.
is pretty amazing. I don't know if you ever look the Jazz Bums or Mike on your YouTube channel. When you look, it seems like 55 to 60% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribers. So can you imagine if it was like doubled or 50% more of subscribers you'd have? Amazing.
We have a higher subscriber view count because I think we're so niche that I think people do sub. The people who do sub also watch. But yeah, there is like a huge gap that it
Well,
would be nice to have them sub.
These streams usually top off over 1,000 views at the end, and I'm like at 240,
I think the problem with subs is that it has a lot less meaning to the subscriber than it does to you guys, because you wind up subscribing to so much stuff.
I'm content with where we're at. I feel like the Jazz Bums channel we have a good viewer base that we have a lot of fun with, and if that, I'm like totally content with that. So I mean, jazz vinyl is a small subset, you know. I mean, it just seems like, you
Vinyl
know,
is a small niche.
but
Why
then
you making
within that, jazz vinyl is even smaller.
why are you making excuses?
But it's amazing how especially during the pandemic and with things like Tone Poet and then Craft,
Hold on.
how a lot of rock people were buying jazz. I know people that were buying jazz that never had a jazz album before.
Hey,
Yeah.
So this Grace Helbig, I know her. She's very hot, but she had a health. How's her health? I heard she had cancer at one point. How's her health doing? She was very popular at one point.
Mike, one of your bigger sellers, if not in the store online, is going to be the Bob Dylan.
Yeah, and I got the most of those, I think.
I
So
mean,
it's
they're
not gonna be
pressing
hard
a
to
lot,
get.
I
Yeah.
think. But
I've been asked about that the most. Actually.
It's $24.
Yeah, I've been asked
Here's
about
the
that
thing.
most.
I made a video. I said I hate to have people raise their prices, but Sony at $24 should have raised it to $27. Put a poly sleeve in on that fucking Dylan album and make it a heavier cover. That's the only thing. But it sounds excellent. It's a great pressing. It sounds really good. Good dynamics. It's Jay Powell cut it. I don't know.
I had an original walk into the store about 5 years ago.
Wow. How much did it go for? Do you remember?
So I brokered it to a friend of mine. It was somewhere close to 30.
30,000?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
What now? What album?
Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. There are very few copies. The first pressing had 4 different tracks, and they like John Birch, and they took it off and put 4. I mean, the one they put out is a better record, but that's the rarer record and the 4 tracks. And that's a record store day. It's coming out now.
He actually found the record in a record store in LA for $12.
Nice.
That's where he found it, in an LA record store for $12 while on vacation.
Yeah, I mean, here's the deal: my theory is every record store, including Mike's, there's a record that's mispriced.
What's wrong with the cover, Joe? I didn't notice anything wrong with the cover. It's the same cover. I don't understand what's wrong with the cover.
Hey, question
I knew a guy who found one here in LA at a thrift store. It wasn't in the $30,000 days, but he sold it for 10. This is a long time ago.
$10,000?
Yeah. And it was just in a stack of shit in a thrift store.
How many do they think they pressed of those?
Of what? The Dylan?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like 16,000.
16,000 of
It's a
those?
good amount. I think it's the right
Okay.
amount.
Okay.
I mean,
Hey, Mike, I had a question about your when you put like used records out. I know that you have a giant warehouse with tons of collections in there, so
was
I'm
it
sure there's
30,000?
a great stream. But how many like how many records do you clean and put out like per day in your new arrivals bin, if you have one?
It's the front section, right, of new arrival
Yeah,
used records.
it's not as much as it used to be because I've got my main record pricer is no longer there. I have another guy who's significantly faster, but he's only there 1 day a week. So on average, I don't know, maybe one of those bins get filled up a week. So a couple, 200-300.
Joe, I agree about that. I thought you meant the printing. It should have a poly sleeve. I don't think it needs a gatefold because the original wasn't a gatefold, but they should have done like those craft tip-on jackets, you know, like this. This is a record store day. I haven't listened to this yet. This is a craft Barretto. And this is the Jazz Dispensary. This is a fun record. It's kind of a funky, soulful soundtrack-like record. I listened to this last night, Jazz Dispensary. These just showed up yesterday, so they didn't make my video.
Hey, Chance, although you broke my rule context, I'm guessing this is the amount of the Dylan record.
Yeah, the Dylan record is too thin. I agree with that, Joe. But the printing's fine.
Mike, do they send you promo records as a like a retail place, not as like a reviewer, but like to have?
Funny, you read my mind. I was thinking to myself, how the frick does Maslov get all these promo records? I have a store, and I also have a YouTube channel, and I get nothing, no promo records whatsoever.
Yeah, you should. I mean, back in the old days, all those promo records you see not only go to DJs and reviewers, they went to record store owners and clerks. Of course, it's different now. But I used to, the promo stuff, they would do them they would tell you to do them for in-store play. That was their whole thing.
Every now and then, Mobile Fidelity will send me promo records, but it's like months out from one another, and they're one steps. But that's it. Maybe 5 promo records a year.
But you don't feature a lot of regular issues like standalone videos. You do the thing when it's like a Rhino Hi-Fi or UHQR when you do the shootouts. You don't really feature like me and Melinda and whoever. We feature records and talk about the music. Maybe that's why, he does
shootouts. Hey,
but it's usually the high fidelity or
how's the Benny Wallace record doing?
It's doing okay. I just expected, for as good as it is, I kind of expected it to do a little better, but it's kind of new. I don't think a lot of reviews have come out on it yet.
Is he willing to do publicity for it? Do you know about that?
Maybe at the very least, Joe would do it, but I'm not entirely sure.
I feel like Benny or Joe going on the Jazz Bums to talk about it or something like that would be very good for.
I don't foresee that not being something they're willing to do. I would reach out to Joe, Mike, if it's something you wanted to do. Did he send you a copy of that?
Of what?
The Benny Wallace.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
If people are, there's no way to really listen to it. Did they do a video with just some sound clips or anything?
Mm-mm.
He's been working with Benny Wallace.
It is an excellent record, people. If you want a new record, and Benny Wallace stuff is awesome. It's cheap heat. You can get it very affordably. This record is outstanding.
And they have a standing relationship. I think Joe produced the Enja Benny Wallace.
He produced. What was the label that Joe?
Audio Quest.
No, before Audio Quest. The one that put out the 45 versions. He did an Anthony Wilson Groove Note. Groove Note.
Yeah.
There's a Benny Wallace Groove Note that Joe Hardy produced from the early 2000s, I think.
Yeah, that was after Audio Quest.
Yeah, that is outstanding.
They're great records. And I think that what's going to end up happening with that is it's going to be a label that continues. So I think these past titles within it, like for instance, the first Benny Wallace, I think as the label expands, people will probably go back and revisit some of those earlier titles because they'll be harder to ignore. Because I mean, it's going to get picked up at some point where somebody's going to be shocked how good it is.
I told Mike to look into carrying this. So there's a jazz club near LAX I have not gone to yet. called
It's a strip
Sam's
club, Rob.
Okay, calm down, Mazzy. Sam's First, and they have a record label, and they have a lot of really good artists on that label. So Anthony Wilson's newest record, I think, is from a live recording of several dates he did there. I forget the specific title, but it's Anthony Wilson's Non-Tet. It's a double LP. Chris Watkin Brown posted it on the Discord, and he liked it. But there are lots of good. I see some of the stores here in LA carry some of the titles, but you could definitely order them off of Sam's First website.
Hey, Mike, how are the Muse and the Strata East reissues selling?
The Muse titles did really, really well. The Strata East titles didn't do as well, but they're doing okay too. I'll be curious to how this Strata East Record Store Day title does.
I think it's more listenable than the Pharoah Sanders.
How many did you get in of that one?
Close.
I did well. I got like 100 of them, which I think
cool.
Strata East didn't seem to do as much. I mean, we know Zev Feldman knows how to promote, and he's everywhere on the YouTube channels and sends stuff out. And Strata East didn't really do that, and that means something.
It's a shame though too, because those records needed the help more than the Muse titles did. You know what I mean? Those Muse titles were pretty solid right from the originals. The Strata stuff, harder to get, more expensive generally, but also suffered from crappier production back in the 70s than the Muse titles did. So the Strata titles have been more of a revelation if you compare it against the originals.
But I don't know what if any budget or how Zev's handling it, but he hooked me up with one of his marketing people. I don't think Mac Avenue has the same strong people like that.
But you can do there's some individual artists and people that can do it well. And I'm not just saying asking for promos for us, but you need to get the word out there so people can showcase it. And what other people like to bitch and moan about YouTubers, people watch these channels or some of them, and like the Jazz Bums or mine or Mike every Thursday, I watch it. And, it not that Mike's going to do this. I mean, maybe he would, but, when a label sends some promos or sends some, something, it's like having your end bin counter where you're getting a little promos or a cut of something extra. And it sounds like a shill, but that's business, marketing, promotion.
Going on forever, man. Back in the 80s, every writer.
And that's not me defending myself. I'm just talking about, there's been some individual artists like the Freight, the band, or these bands that send things out, promos of these one-off, like the guys. I bought mine, but this record, I know you all got free copies of this. I haven't even done a video on it yet. This is fucking fantastic. And I bought it. I ordered it. It's about $50. This is one of the best independent new things with the booklet. I can't believe what these guys did
it's very top notch
starting up. And this has, I think, been doing pretty good because of word of mouth, because of YouTube. And a number of people got sent out copies. They did interviews with some of the people on this Pepper Adams thing. So go buy this record, man.
Has this been doing okay for you, Mike?
No, which I'm shocked, because normally the Jazz dispensary titles do well. The thing is, I think what's going on is there's so many high quality audiophile reissues coming out right now that they're all slowing down a little bit, because the pool of titles is so large that people are being more selective. I mean, look at the last 3 minutes of our conversation. The Muse titles, the Strata titles, there's Pop Tone Poets now. You still have the Tone Poets, Blue Note Classics, the OJCs. And there is an immense amount of audiophile titles coming out now, and there is only so many dollars to go around.
Oh yeah, how's that Sinatra selling?
It's sold out everywhere. So
is it? Oh right.
So you can't get it. So who knows how it would be doing if you could actually get it. So it's doing really well. I think that's going to rival the John Coltrane Blue Train as far as success for them.
Which means he'll probably do more Sinatra on that period, more Capitol probably. What would be the next Sinatra album, Mike, that you'd pick?
Well, I mean, I would do Songs for Swingin' Lovers.
Yeah,
well, that's good.
Sings for Only the Lonely and Swingin' Affair. I would be at those four. It's all Nelson Riddle. It's like early 4 that he did on 12-inch, all of those would be easy.
I think Come Away With Me would probably do the best.
Come Fly With Me.
Come Fly With Me. Come Fly
Yeah,
With Me.
yeah. That is also exceptional.
I think today that's his most popular album.
And it's such a fun concept. Like if you listen to it from start to finish, every song is dedicated to a spot around the world, and then at the end, it's about him going home. So it's kind of just a fun listen if you're like, I don't know.
If I look at all of my Sinatra sales, it's typically like the comps, Ultimate Sinatra, that kind of thing. But if you look at like individual sales of albums, that's always done the best now.
Yeah. But yeah, that's cool. And I'm trying to get Joe on the channel. But schedules are tough, but we're going to get him at some point.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to more Sinatra for sure.
Yeah. I hope this gets people into Sinatra.
I sell Sinatra extremely well by itself without this.
Yeah.
So Sinatra sells records. None of the Rat Pack does.
No.
I mean, very seldomly I'll sell Dean Martin records. And then
You mean Sammy Davis Jr. records are not flying off the shelf?
They're not even flying out of the dollar box. No, but Sinatra
They should do how about a Rat Pack comp, okay, of all the drug songs? Candyman, I Got You Under My Skin. You got a whole thing. Obviously, I'm sure Dean Martin has some too.
Well, if we throw in alcohol, we can do a lot of Dean Martin
Right.
songs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe we can all go to Cyprus and watch Kevin Spacey do his Sinatra routine live on stage.
Oh God.
Has anyone been seeing like videos on social media of that?
Should I do my Sinatra again?
Why not? It maybe we'll get more thumbs down, but go ahead.
Dum bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum bum ba dum bum. Start. Thank you very much.
Who did you steal that from? Because there's no way you came up with that.
I've been doing that since the 80s.
But someone else had to do it.
Clearing his throat.
You sure you didn't see that at a Gallagher show?
Has it ever landed?
Sinatra clearing his throat
No.
the way I do.
Thank
you.
God. How about some Lou Rawls on Capitol?
You know what I want to see if he does something else besides Sinatra? I want to see some Louis Prima tone poets.
Oh yeah, really?
I love those records.
I love Louis
serious.
Prima. I swear to
So
God.
do I. I want to see the wildest.
There's a great,
tone poet.
I think there's a great Bear Family. I think it's Bear Family CD comp. It's like it's obviously him and Sam Batera and Keely.
This is
Keely
on the
Smith.
CD right now. Soundtrack to the big night.
Yeah.
It's
Tilted.
all Louis Prima and Keely Smith
And Sam
Rosemary
Batera.
Clooney. And then it's got the real stuff.
Speaker's Corner did the wildest, but I want to see the wildest as a tone poet.
Sorry, I actually banned Rachel and because I thought it was someone, but I reinstated you and made you a mod, Rachel. So you're fine.
By the way, let's do a promo while we're at it. I think tomorrow, the TV show documentary, be available for streaming for $6.
Yeah.
Support it. I think it drops tomorrow. I have seen it. I'm not going to say anything until the embargo.
What's it called? What's it called, Mazzy?
It's called the TV show, and it's not streaming yet. It's a private screening. I don't know how he's doing it yet.
It's not. There's not a website.
Not yet.
Actually, it's done. At the end of it, there's some montage of me murdering everyone.
No,
I don't want to ruin it.
It'll
for
post.
anyone, but I'm not in it.
The link will be up tomorrow, I believe, where you can support it for $6. Watch it for $6 and support it because the director put a lot into it. You know, he
didn't put that much into it because he left me out, but I still think you should support it.
I think
anyway.
you do have a comment in it. They mentioned a comment.
Ooh.
I did. I've seen it.
I heard they cut my entire interview.
Oh, were you interviewed?
Yeah.
Well,
and
actually, they did, but I got to see a clip of it. It's.
That was my question.
I'm going to assume that they did with the "Are you in it?" comment.
My question is, who did they interview that were cut? Was Joey Callio interviewed? Because he's not in it either. I mean, he's in it, sitting in the gallery.
Well, there's a scene in it where I'm holding a bloody knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just couldn't stop talking about the Jazz Bums channel, so they just couldn't use it.
All right, guys,
to
I
be
gotta go to
controversial.
work and open the store.
Okay.
Thanks for
I'll
coming
see you
by.
guys.
All right, I'm gonna go too.
Yeah.
I can't believe Rob went 50 minutes long.
Wow.
Well, because it's the time of the year where we reflect about the ones we love, Mazzy.
It's the
And we're
time
all
family.
It's
of
vacation
the
time.
season.
Maybe
Well,
you should
actually,
Like, love.
people. There are a lot of knuckleheads who think I don't work, but I'm working.
but
through
this is holiday week, so kids
I
are
just
out of
wanted to-
school.
I'm going to the printer, man. I'm working my ass off.
When,
And then I
I
got
wanna-
20 people on
but
Thursday.
you're not going to the printer until next week.
Mike,
No, I'm going to the printer this
Well,
week.
Hold on.
do you go to
Rachel-
family for Thanksgiving? Do you stay at home? What's your
Well, right now I'm like working on the house every day, but we're gonna go to my sister-in-law's for Thanksgiving.
does this
but,
involve a
um,
hammer and a chisel or what?
Yes, it does.
anyone-
Rachel, hold on. Rachel would be proud. So, like 45 minutes ago, we had 19 likes, and we told people as a community, everybody, even Rob's enemies, came together today to get us over 100 likes. So, I want to congratulate everybody on our success. Rob, anything to say?
I'm sure this will result in something bad for me, but I appreciate it for now. Secondly, if anyone remembers, I think it was like maybe 3 years ago, definitely 2 years ago, it was like Mike should edit out a series of videos of him working on a bathroom in their house. It was quite
Oh, God.
engrossing.
I didn't even want to think about it. It was traumatic.
And lastly, the feel-good film of the season that I went to see this weekend, go see it, is Sisu 2. Sisu, the first one, they killed Nazis for 2 hours. Now they kill Russians. It's great. It's violent. It's hysterical. It's like Wile E. Coyote on steroids.
I think
And look for this
Here's-
coming soon to a
Yeah.
record store near
Sisu
you.
2.
here's the difference. The Zizou 1 is awesome. Zizou 2 is good, not as good, but it's a little more character development. I
Yeah,
think.
but I think the only reason Sisu 2 to some people who've seen Sisu 1 might be a little less great is because Sisu 1, when you see it, you can't believe what you're watching. It's just so over the top. So you expect it this time, but I don't think, in fact, I think it's more over the top in this one, but you're right. And there's a good villain in it this time. There was a good villain. Nazis are always good
Well,
villains.
it's Stephen Lang. You know what, Mazzy, if you haven't seen, so initially the first one was a horror film, but the next one,
Breathe.
yes,
Don't
that-
breathe. Don't
If
breathe.
you love Stephen Lang, go
Yeah.
watch those
For
movies.
Sam Raimi Productions.
He's like a blind dude
I love
who's
it.
sort of like a Sisu. He's
Yeah,
a blind.
he is
Sisu.
like a blind samurai, former military guy, and these kids, teenagers, try
Break
to
into
rob
his
his house, and it's dark, and it's good. It's good.
Yes, go see those movies.
And he was the villain in what's the Pandora Blue Planet?
yeah,
first one?
Avatar. But
Avatar.
he started with
Crime
in
Story.
Chicago as part of the Steppenwolf.
Yeah, and he was in Crime Story, the Michael Mann TV show.
Yeah, he's been. He's
the
peers
first
with Malkovich. Him and Malkovich.
Manhunter was the first Hannibal Lecter movie
Yeah.
directed by Michael. He is the reporter that's on fire, that is lit on fire and goes
Not giving
down.
away the movie.
Well, that doesn't, whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna stream on Thursday morning.
Season 2.
Jim won't be here because
I might show up early. I mean,
he's
I might
gonna live
get out
slaughter a turkey on air.
Hey, guys, I'm getting
I'm
out of
gonna
here.
kill a duck. We're doing pig ducking. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Ron, bye, Ron. All right, see you. Come Thursday. Live stream on Thursday. Everyone have a nice day.